He's the promoter.
What's up, guys? We are live. So we're only starting 40 minutes late, which I think is pretty good for our standards. So this is the problem with doing in-person podcasts. A lot of tech issues, so we have to figure this stuff out. But we want to give you guys the best possible streaming experience on the internet. And we got it. We got 3 beautiful ladies joining us. We got a beautiful man sitting to my left, and a beautiful dog might join us as well. So let's start off with some introductions. Let's just go in clockwise order.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, I'm Gabby.
I'm Alyssa.
Awesome. I'm Alex.
Indian Pete.
So let's start off with this. Let's start off with, what do you girls do for work?
I'm a singer and a model.
I do technology implementation projects.
I'm a nurse on a cardiovascular care unit.
Cool.
God damn.
Oh, cool. I didn't see that coming. That's what she said.
I take care of people. You can believe it.
You do that too in your own way, right?
Preferably alive.
Oh my god! I take care of lots of people.
Yeah. So, do you mind if we expand on the?
Yeah, no, you can ask me anything.
Cool. So you're an OnlyFans model, right?
Yes, well, I was an agency model for a long time, but I got treated like shit, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make money on my own.
What did they do?
I'm owed still over $40,000
Oh,
for
that's fucked up.
agency
Oh, wow.
for a year's work that I did. I didn't get paid for Fashion Week, didn't get paid for boat shows.
Can you name the agency or is it not?
It was DOS Model Management. Unfortunately, the owner ran away to Europe with everyone's money. So,
Yikes.
and most of the girls didn't care, but I was booking more jobs than them, so I cared.
Rager's not happy. He's like,
Yeah, no, it's my support animal.
he's gonna bite them for
Yeah,
you.
so I started
Is
OnlyFans to make up
this
for
tail
the.
gonna get in there?
No, we're good.
He's good.
Okay, so let's focus on the new thing. How does the OnlyFans hustle work?
Basically, I mean, you make content and you sell it. It's pretty simple.
Okay. What kind of content do you do?
I am more kind of like the girlfriend vibe. A lot of girls sell like sex videos and stuff, and I don't do anything like that. But you know, I love being naked in nature, so that's a lot of like my. That's a lot
Can
of
I ask a
my.
question?
Yeah.
What's going on with the ban
It was fake, right? Like they did it.
I mean, I
Publicity
think
stunt, I would say.
I'm friends with like the owners of OnlyFans, and I think it was a publicity stunt personally.
Yeah, it was.
But
It was.
Wasn't it the banks?
I mean, the banks. You know, I don't know. Yeah, sure. They were trying to keep everyone because it's like they can't get an app because it's technically some people use sex work, so they can't make an app technically, but.
So with the girlfriend stuff, do you like? Is it like what they're paying like to have like access to like text you and stuff like that? I know.
No, I mean that would be overwhelming. There's too many people on there to give my number out to anyone. But you know, I try to give more girlfriend style content, like cooking dinner or you know, just like more cutesy stuff, like not necessarily like porn, like a lot of girls
I
do,
have a
which is
question
fine.
too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
Go
I
ahead.
just found this out. This is great. So.
Now she's
okay,
going to go and create an OnlyFans account.
So what are your thoughts about those celebrities that came to the platform and then the rules were changed and there was a big hoopla? What was
Bella
your thoughts?
Thorne.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, she screwed a lot of people over, and she claimed she was going to sell nude pics, and then they weren't actual nude pictures of herself.
Oh,
And
bad
then-
Bella.
You used to be able to make like $200 per post, but they capped it at $100
Oh wow, that's 50%.
because they couldn't afford to pay out how much money they owed her because she made millions of dollars over pics that weren't even nude, and it's just very like
Insane.
it's screwing over everyone that is in the industry that isn't like super famous, so it's just kind of a
makes
slap
sense.
in the face.
So
Yeah.
during the cooking videos, would you be? Sorry, this is like an opposite question. Would you be naked or?
Sometimes, a lot of times I'm like pantsless or I'm just like in underwear or whatever, you know. Like it's nothing obscene, it's just kind of like, I just like being naked, like I hate clothes.
But what do you cook though? That's very important.
I love
She's
this.
such
I'm a
a
huge
cook.
cook. Like,
Yeah?
It'd be
I'm
funny if she's not
obsessed.
cooking anything. She's just like sitting with like just
Water.
turning nothing for an hour.
No, she's so good.
And
at
now
cooking.
some butter
Yeah,
and some
actually,
pepper in
like,
there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably better cook than most people's moms.
Most of my
Oh,
meals,
sure.
Yeah.
like
Wow.
Not
She
gonna
makes
lie.
it
my
for you?
best meals have been from her.
OnlyFans food delivery service.
Exactly. If,
Only
if I
food.
could like cook for people, then that would be the next level.
Damn, we should have asked you to cook for something. For
No
us.
problem.
Yeah.
So what kind of a turnout would you get to during one of these cooking shows?
I mean, it just depends. I mean,
Just like
normally,
ballpark.
it just depends if I'm doing a live or if I'm selling it individually.
Let's say like live.
A few thousand people normally will log on and watch it for a while.
So many people.
And these
No,
are
it's a lot
all
of
paid customers, right?
My page is actually free.
Oh.
And then you pay for extras, so it's like not a subscription base, it's free. And yeah, that's how you make money on OnlyFans. But no
It's
one will
like
tell you
that. It's like that video game. What's it called? Fortnite.
Exactly. You
Oh,
get
yeah.
people
Fortnite.
in, and then like they're addicted,
Yeah.
and then
You start
just-
buying
yeah.
skins.
Next
you start-
levels, yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
Cat-
But like
Characters.
if people don't want to pay money, then they can still
Yeah.
go on there and they can still enjoy stuff on there. 'Cause,
Do you
like-
mind? Do you mind if I ask you a pretty personal question?
Yeah, of course.
How much do you make like doing that?
I mean, my best month was about 20,000 a month.
Oh shit.
But on average, I normally make about like 7 to 10,000 a month. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Depending on how much I post.
Okay.
If I post a lot, then I can make a lot. But I'm too live in the moment type of girl, so I get really distracted, and I like never want to take videos of myself. So
So I guess okay. So this kind of brings us up to discussion. I just kind of wanted to cover that because honestly, I'm just curious myself.
yeah, it's a weird world.
Okay, so I can see like one conundrum in terms of dating popping up for you is that you have a lot of dudes who are like customers, right? How do you differentiate between like the customer and a guy that you can actually like date, hook up with, or do whatever?
I mean, they stand out pretty easily, like to me, like because most of the people that are on there, they're just there for like whatever. They're saying pretty basic, almost seems like a robot type of comments, just like it's the same shit. But if it's someone that actually is like interested in things beyond that, it sticks out pretty easily. It's not just like, oh, nice ass, nice pussy, nice tits. Like, you know, like people that care make it pretty obvious that they care, and then
Damn. That's
I'm
how I
about
give
personality.
compliments. God damn.
Yeah, I'm about personality.
It's changed.
So like for me, it's like if you're gonna be nice to me, then I'll probably give you some attention. So.
Have you ever had like a romantic endeavor with one of your OnlyFans?
No, but I definitely have like guys that I, occasionally hook up with, or guys that like me that are on my OnlyFans for sure.
Okay.
Is it sequentially, like, did they first sign up on your OnlyFans, or
I mean, some
once
of
you-
them, yeah.
Okay.
Originally, yeah.
So how does okay? I wanted to explore this more. So how if you're like one of your OnlyFans watchers or whatever, how do they go from that to actually hooking up with you? Like what would you
Well,
say?
they
like,
have to
the-
impress me in my DMs, and then probably get my number. And normally I text them through WhatsApp, and then
would it be OnlyFans DMs or
yeah,
Instagram
OnlyFans DMs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's like a good I don't know, like the
love
opener?
it. He was.
No, I'm definitely. I'm sorry. I'm gonna involve everyone.
No, I love it. I love it. It's
Like
okay,
feeling in the
this is all
shadows.
you guys.
Exactly what she
I love
said.
it.
It's like it's a Miami like world thing. Like it's pretty normal. Like
I think it's
that
super
meme.
interesting.
It's
Yeah.
like the pie chart. Like the girl's either like a seeking girl, an OnlyFans girl.
Yeah, I used to hook up with an
girl.
OnlyFans girl, but she wasn't nearly as successful as you. She just, I think she had
Well,
like
people
50
don't know how to
people.
market themselves. I initially studied law and history. I double majored, and I don't fuck around. Like I'm a businesswoman. Like I'm using this because I know I can make more. Like I'm a licensed paralegal, but I can make more money, way more time. Like it's not because that's the only thing I can do. It's because I make more money, and
Right.
I'd rather have free time to travel. and
No,
do
I
what
don't
the fuck
blame
want.
you. I mean,
Pretty smart, yeah.
if I could make some good money slinging my dick, I would do
Everyone
it.
would. Everyone
Yeah.
fucking would.
Yeah.
It's in their own field.
So I guess let me open it up then to a question everyone can answer. So Instagram cold DMs, right? Have you ever met a guy from this is like PUA terms, but have you ever met a guy from who just you didn't know who just DM'd you on Instagram? I was just going.
Yes, I have met a few people that have just messaged me off Instagram, but normally they're like known people.
Oh,
I'm
like
not gonna
celebrities?
I'm not gonna mention names, but
Okay.
yeah.
No
Yeah.
names.
Normally I'll meet up with celebrities that DM me on there, but normally I try to avoid, like not like trying to be that person. but
Okay.
It's a little scary if you meet up with someone and like if they're not famous, because like a famous person is not gonna pull
Get famous.
as many shit normally, because like it's gonna come back to them, especially in this day and age. You know
Yeah, me being a famous person, obviously I know all about that.
just your chances of getting like fucked with are lower.
No, I get
Yeah,
it.
it's a reputation.
They have more to lose.
Yeah, they
honestly.
do. Yeah, so
So, have you ever met up with a non-famous person?
yes, 1,000%.
Okay. What
But
about?
it's pretty rare.
Let's go and like.
Yeah.
What about you?
Let's go the recent Australian.
Same.
You okay?
The recent Australian. Yeah, same. So Australia's a little bit different, but it's still similar. People still use DMs. It's still the same idea. And there's also like a level of fame. So for example, if it's someone that I can see recognizable on TV and he sends me a DM, of course I'll say yes. And I'll meet them because again, there's that safety. Or if there's like a mutual friend, we have mutual friends in common.
Exactly.
So you see the mutual friends in common. That functionality in Instagram just changed the dating game because now you don't need to use dating apps. You can use your own Instagram and social media to meet people.
Couldn't you then just in theory just add a bunch of people? Because like 90% of the people I follow on Instagram, I don't really know them in real life. They're not like actually my friends.
Your social media friends, yeah.
Social media friends.
Social media friends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
just probably like 90.
that's a level
I have
above.
a
That's a level
rule,
above.
Basically, if I don't know you in person, I really don't follow you on Instagram because it just doesn't.
Makes sense.
It's not good for people's mental health, and it's not good for any. Like, it's really not good for anything.
I
You should-
generally follow that rule. The only exception is if the girl is exceptionally hot. And then
Yeah, I
I've done that
understand.
rule.
There's a lot of hot girls though. But
There's too many.
There's just booties and tips all the
Yeah,
time.
the
like you might as
IG
well
algorithm
find the
knows
hot
exactly
girl in
what
your
I want.
area. You have to have a chance with her. Like,
The choice paradox, right? There's
Yeah.
so many options.
So many.
So many
You
options.
know, it's satisfying to have an option, but then you have so many options, you start getting
So you want to keep getting
It's a
satisfied.
little- it's a little different for guys though. So yes, there's a lot of visual options, but like 95% of the girls who I get shown on Instagram, I'm not more than that, like 99. I'm not gonna be able to get either because they're taken, they don't live in Miami, they're like, whatever. They're not gonna open up my DM or my DM's not gonna go through. So it is like, as a guy, for example, you have to run super high volume. As a girl, it's more of just like picking off a menu because you get like a stream of DMs. So like, okay, this guy looks promising, this guy looks promising, and this guy looks okay. So then it's just, it's a kind of a different world almost. Unless you're like a super famous guy, in which case you would have girls DMing you.
yeah,
That's true.
They're just funny.
There's also the idea, look, so we're talking about being very submissive and passive in this process. But what about if sometimes you have a little edge and maybe you like someone's Instagram. So as a woman, you'll go in, maybe like several of his pictures, like send a subtle sign that you're interested.
Oh, I'll
And
totally
may
do
come
that.
to the end. I've done that.
I'll like
For
30
sure.
pics in a row on people's Instagram.
I'll follow you, like your picture, if you post
Follow
something.
If she likes 30 of your pics, if it's 29, then she's not interested.
Listen.
If it's 30,
30, it's the
that's
perfect
the
number.
magic
What
number.
did you say?
What about yourself? Yeah.
What about?
Have you ever met up with a guy that you didn't know just purely off Instagram?
My last 2 serious relationships were from people
Wow.
just messaged me on Instagram.
Wow, okay.
So
What was
yeah.
do you remember the first message of these two
God.
people? These two amazing people?
Not amazing. Not really. No, it was so long ago.
Okay, so long ago. Okay.
Okay. So this is actually awesome because I want to look for patterns. Because a lot of guys really struggle with Instagram. They're like, I don't know what to text girls. I don't know how how to meet girls off Instagram. But like everyone's fascinated by this. I get like requests every day. When are you going to make a course on Instagram? Blah blah blah. So what are some of the things that you would say have worked well for guys that have gone a date with you and things that have not worked well? Let's like try to see if there's some patterns that you guys have in common. Like, oh, this guy did this and it worked for me, and
I say don't lead with a dick pic.
Jesus Christ.
Well, at least Instagram has that blurry
People
option.
do.
Yeah, they have the blur option.
I don't know how to blur out.
Just,
I
I'm
would've-
just unsending a message right now. I'm just
I would've never
unsending a
seen that one
message.
coming.
Hold on. I got to say to my favorites.
Don't leave with a dick pic. Check.
Yeah, preferably not with a dick pic, definitely.
I like one day, so one that I really liked, I was grabbing ice cream.
Okay.
And I was at this little ice cream store, and the DM was, hey, you should try this flavor. And it was just really, I liked
As
it.
long as he's not talking about his dick flavor.
I like when you like the ice cream, you
Semen
should try
flavor.
this flavor. And I was like, oh, I actually never tried it. Well, keep Wednesday at 7 p.m. open.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
That was very smooth. Yeah.
I mean, well, he was
Yeah, that's
very
cute.
sweet.
And then wait, so it was just like those two texts?
That was it.
Really? And then
Because you
Yeah.
take the plate, you posted a picture with the place tag.
Yeah, I took a selfie, like,
Okay.
licking an ice cream, like, oh, by the way, do you like this ice cream strawberry? You should try this flavor. I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe I'll try it. Well, you should keep Wednesday at this time open.
and then you guys met up
Okay.
on Wednesday at 7?
We met up on Wednesday.
Question: how
Oh,
many?
he asked for my number, and then we talked a little bit.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Question though, like how many followers did he have? Did he have like a lot?
Similar to situation, there was a safety because he was a reality TV
Oh,
star.
they-
and
okay.
a cooking
See,
star.
they.
So because his profile was open and there was that safety and public persona.
Yeah, when it comes to meeting random guys, that makes you feel safer. But like, obviously, I could give a fucking flying fuck if you have Instagram or not. Like, I don't care if you have followers. Like, if you're great to me, I don't care. Like, but it's a little scary to meet up with people that don't have any connections socially, because it's.
No, yeah,
It
red flag,
could
just
be.
like a
It
pause.
could be a red flag. Because
Yeah.
some of the best people hate social media, and I'm one of them. I just make my money off of it, but I hate it. Like, I hate social media. So
But if people have a history of photos and you like, people
yeah,
are
it makes you
liking
feel.
them
It's
and
like
tagging
it's like a
them,
false security.
You know they're real.
Sense, you know. Yeah.
All right, so
I
let's
watch Catfish.
let's try let's try to reverse engineer
Who
this.
hasn't gotten catfish? Girls get catfish too.
Yeah, it happens to
dude, they
everybody.
do.
We'll actually cover that also. It's an interesting topic. But okay, let's try to reverse engineer this. So let's take all the famous or semi-famous people aside, because that's like a different
It's a very niche
category.
market.
Yeah. Like for the average guy that was able to get a date with you, what were like, for example, did they open you directly or did they reply to one of your stories? What was like the approach they took?
For me, it was always consistency. Like, and just appreciating things that I'm doing that aren't like me or my body. Like, it's more like a deep thing, you know? It's not just like I said, nice tits, nice ass.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna reply to any of that shit, like, obviously at all. But like,
Yeah.
you know, people that actually care about more than what I look like, or like care about similar interests that I like, you know, if they can talk to me about something I'm interested in, then that's gonna be a plus.
Similarities.
Yeah, like I'll probably go on a date with you just if we have similar interests. Like I don't necessarily need to be attracted to someone because having similar interests is so rare that I find that extremely attractive.
But don't you find that guys will just say that they're interested in the same thing as you?
Yeah, but I can tell because I'm too intellectual.
Really? How do you tell?
Yeah, because you don't know details about shit. You don't fucking know shit.
You gatekeep.
I feel like you can tell in person, but like over text, I feel like it's kind of hard, no?
I know.
You can tell?
I'm an empath. I know too well.
You know these things?
Know too much, yeah. I wish I didn't know as much as I do.
Okay. Well, do you remember like some like openers like specifically that guys have used? This is what guys always struggle with. This.
Well, normally it's like, hey,
Openers?
like, come visit me in this country, and I'll take you to do this and that.
Well, obviously
like,
that's
type
not
But then
of-
Bad
that
opener.
won't work
Bad
out, right?
opener.
That will not
Are
work
you
out.
saying that was a bad
No,
opener?
No, it's great.
Let's do a good opener.
That's
so.
a great opener.
Oh, really?
Oh, I
Really?
was thinking it was a bad opener.
Yeah, me too. Wait.
No.
So you're gonna come and visit them in their
We're
country?
disagreeing here.
I mean, and if I
Okay.
don't like them, I'll just leave and go do my own thing. I'm a
Good.
solo-
This
I've
is
solo
good
traveled a
because
lot my whole life.
you guys actually disagree, right?
Different
Because
perspectives,
yes,
yeah.
so
And they're
you
friends,
two,
so this is interesting.
you
Yeah,
two
that's
think
right.
that that's a bit of a weird.
I think it's a bad perspective.
I also went to Africa though.
It's like a debate now.
completely paid for, and I didn't know who was buying my flight. I just went because they told me it was a free trip to Africa.
You are one
You know what,
spontaneous
I-
human being.
I have to go back on what I said
Right.
because we went to Costa Rica and Sarah was like, I don't even know who's picking us up from the
That
airport.
is-
Oh, that's crazy.
You
And that was a
literally
really fun
I
trip.
got
are all about the YOLO life.
It's all my intuition.
Wait, so you
Always right.
you've had situations where dude was like, "Hey, I'm gonna fly you out to Dubai or whatever," and you're like, "Okay."
crazy.
I mean,
send
not
me to-
specifically Dubai, but like, I mean, I've gotten offers.
Costa Rica. Yeah.
I've gotten offered those trips, let me tell you, but I've said no
I
every
need a
time.
note on a pen.
We were on the ground.
Write down everything.
We
Yes.
were on the ground in Costa Rica, and Sarah was like, "I'm not even sure who's picking us up."
I
I didn't know that until I was on the ground in
So
Costa
who
Rica.
picked you up? Like who was it? It's like some grandma. Or
Like a
something?
limo.
Not the person who you were
No,
going
it
to
was
spend
the
time with.
person- But we were landed. She never
I-
told me this.
no, I
we
mean,
left
I-
Miami. We drove there together. We were on the ground before she was ever like, "Yeah, I'm not really sure about this."
Actually, that's a problem with you. You never asked her.
I mean, no, they
So
they
technically, she
reached
never
out to
even
me.
told you the
She's a friend, I
information.
should trust
They
her.
reached out to my Instagram and we're like, we're doing this trip and we like want a bunch of cool girls to come and they asked me to pick all the girls, so I did. And they paid for everyone, you know, to go there. So I
But
was like,
does
I wish
the
you would've
dude,
done
I'm
that.
assuming, expects you to like bang them, right?
They didn't.
No,
Actually,
they
which was
didn't. None of them
surprising.
pressured us. They just wanted to have like fun girls that were just gonna be like hilarious.
Okay, so this was a little bit different though. It was like a trip or an event, right?
Yeah, it was
Versus,
a nice
like-
trip to Costa Rica I took with some people I met off Instagram.
This is
like
the
someone's
perks.
birth-
The perks of being a hot girl.
It was someone's birthday.
This does not happen to dudes. No one ever hits me up in my DMs like, "Hey, bro, we're looking for some cool dudes to come and hang out in Costa Rica. If you're a cool guy, bring some other cool bros."
I ate a 2-pound hamburger faster than like 30 guys did. Like I
She
swear.
did.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
bro,
she got
how are you
seconds
about
on
to
the
take a
french
picture on
fries.
hamburgers?
Just take a picture.
Yeah, it was a video of it.
You got seconds on the fries.
And I ate all the fries.
So the motivation there was just because they wanted like to have girls in the claim.
It was somebody's birthday party, and they just wanted to have a host of random people.
Okay.
Of
Okay.
like nice, fun people just to get away from all the bullshit.
But how did they know you were fun though? So they just randomly hit people
Most
up.
of the
It
girls
was
they
a-
got were not fun.
It was
Oh.
it was a
Right?
photographer that I knew. Like he had shot with girls on Instagram that I knew those girls, but I never met him. But they,
Okay.
I messaged him and was like, "Is he okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, he's great. He's
So
fine."
most of the
Okay,
girls
so it
were
wasn't like
bummers.
that reckless. Like it wasn't like yeah. So
I mean,
you-
I've never met him. I knew 2 girls that had shot with him in the past.
Okay.
Like, you know, anyone could be a.
Okay, because initially as you were telling the story, I was just assuming like a random guy. who-
There's plenty of psychopaths on Instagram, and like a lot of them are photographers that are well known, and
Sarah's
I've
gonna
shot
find
with them,
them
and
and
I've
take
been
them on vacation with
sexually
them.
harassed by a lot of them.
I will
Wait,
find
okay.
you. I will vacation with you, and
We're
I will
gonna
eat
go
your
on
2-pound
vacation,
hamburger.
and I won't
Goddamn
even
it!
know until we get there.
So
Yeah.
wait, okay. So
I
give
would have
me
killed them in the jungle if they
give me an
would've
example of how the photographer was creepy with you. You said that you got
This specific one wasn't, but I've had other
okay.
photographers be
One example.
extremely terrible. Just One photographer asked me to start masturbating during a shoot.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So
When I
don't
was
do
like
that.
22.
How did you respond to that?
Remember?
I was like a little baby.
Yeah.
You did?
And I was just trying to
That would
get.
be like a funny response.
She aggressively
Okay.
masturbated.
Did you
Obviously.
Let me
squirt? Did you squirt?
No, I just like almost I wanted to
Ew.
cry. I mean, it was terrifying because like I was just trying to get into the modeling industry. I was
Okay.
like 22 and I had. You
This
know,
is what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's what he's telling
To
me.
get
He's
into
like,
it,
oh,
yeah.
you don't look sexy enough. You need to start masturbating. I'm like, what? I'm like, we're in a park. There's children here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was at a park. Okay.
Yeah, use that.
He had to delete his Instagram multiple times because he got in trouble for
Okay,
Me
interesting.
Too things. Too
Can
many
we know
times.
his name so we don't?
Yeah, we already know the modeling agency. We would like to know him too.
I'll tell you after.
We can casually dox people, but
For
okay.
safety.
make a list.
Yes,
later,
Safety is a good call.
I
For
just feel
girls who are
bad.
watching, so
I'm not
that
trying to talk shit. I just don't want people to get into trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I find it funny because usually, like, you go to Costa Rica to meet girls. Like, most of my buddies, when they got there, so it's like importing girls to a country.
Importing? We're
There's-
not goods.
in a box,
So many
in a
beautiful
box,
girls in Costa
with just an
Rica.
oxygen
many.
I'm
hole,
like, you're missing out.
oxygen hole and the food.
I mean, in a way, in this situation, to some extent, right? Because they don't know who you are as people. They just want the
USPS 2-day mail, 2-day priority mail, and then like boom.
Yeah, like we talked
Just stamp on the
phone
box.
for like 10 minutes, and then he
I
was
thought
like,
it
yeah,
was
you seem
legit.
cool, let's do it.
I thought we were going to a safe place.
What about, okay, so aside from this, because it was like kind of like an event, have you ever had like a dude who just like, just it's not like an event, just like one guy is like, hey, you're cute, I want to fly you out. Have you ever like pulled the trigger on that?
Like, trying to think. I've done a lot of shit in my life.
This is raunchy.
So like not a famous person, right?
Not famous, yeah.
Not a famous. A random guy with like 350 followers. How about that?
Well, it doesn't, it could be 351.
350.
I mean, that I've never met before ever.
Yeah, just like a guy who just DM'd you was like,
I mean, there's a guy that I am kind of currently talking to a little bit that does want me to come visit him. and
Where is he?
He's in the Bahamas, and
Okay.
I am gonna go visit him eventually.
Okay.
It's just I'm
That's
constantly
dangerous. That's
going
international.
places. Yeah.
That's dangerous.
barely.
He's not dangerous, though. I know he's not dangerous.
That's
He's,
like
Is
so
the
he's
far.
U.S.
all-
gonna go there to get her?
Me?
No.
I can't take a break from the podcast. The guys would miss me too much. My dog would miss me too much. It would be a bad day. But I do want to get back to kind of, I mean, your life is honestly fascinating.
Yes.
I feel like I don't want to like just go down one rabbit hole, but
I mean, it's a great rabbit hole. I'm
no, I'm sure.
There's a lot going on over here.
I'm sure.
Very nice.
Had some, yeah.
It's a very
I
nice
do
hole.
want to reverse engineer the Instagram thing. So you mentioned like, hey, I'll whatever, come out, but it sounds like that's only worked once. What about some other openers that have worked that you've responded positively to? And when I say positively, I mean ultimately went on a date with that guy.
I don't go on dates often.
Or what-
Honestly, like
I use the word date very loosely.
Yeah, like even what I consider a date, like I'm not gonna lie, like I go months without sex and it drives me insane, but I'm just really picky. So, but it's terrible. Like I hate it. Like if I could, I would have sex every day, like multiple times a day.
Why don't you just get like a fuck buddy?
I mean, I have a few, but it's just like I'm just so picky. Like I just don't.
What do they do that doesn't cut it? Like,
Well, a lot of times, they're not available
Premature
when I want them to be available, or I'm traveling so much. Like in the past, like 3 months, I mean, I've probably spent like 3 weeks here in Florida. That's just my average schedule. So it's like normally I'm in like I'm in like the desert by myself, and I'm like, damn it, like.
Get yourself a nice like desert poke.
I know.
Desert. Matthew McConaughey lives
I mean,
in the
it's hard.
desert
It's
for
hard
a
to have a
while.
guy in every city. It takes so much.
On the dune buggy, yeah.
I gotta
Someone like
work towards it.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It'll be good for you.
Yeah.
Let's go to you. What are some things that guys have done in terms of Instagram, guys who you didn't know who were not famous, that made you go on a date with them? Like specifically openers in the beginning part of the conversation. Besides the ice cream guy.
I prefer dating through Instagram. I
Okay.
think it's good to check them out. Usually with dating profiles, it can be very slim in terms of content. And some people are just so ambivalent that they don't make any effort. So they won't have a
Yes.
professional picture, they won't bet with their friends, they'll have one word for a prompt. But in Instagram, because of that social pressure, social comparison, they'll make a little bit more effort. So I like dating through Instagram. I've had messages, I like very specific music, similarities. And my scene, I told you
Yeah, yeah,
I told you about this.
You did.
My scene is very specific. So if like I go to this event or I go to there's a club here, if it's called a club, it's the size of this living room, but they play amazing music. And it's a little obscure place, like a hole-in-the-wall place in South Beach. And I've had a guy who told me like, hey, we should go together, we should go next time. And I check him out, and I'm like, oh man, he's cute.
Okay.
I'll grab a coffee first. And he's like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
Okay.
So that was an example of one.
So it was like mutual interest. So like, I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's like responding to stories.
Responding to a story. So the story will have the tag of the place.
Right.
And that starts some conversations. And then right now with Instagram, all the messages go in restricted. So they're not in my inbox. Like my inbox is just friends. But sometimes you're like, let me check out the restricted.
Very interesting.
And then you see, oh shoot, I went to this place and there's 40 new DMs. I'm
And
like,
this guy, you did not have anything common, like no common followers.
No
Okay.
common
So there you go.
followers. Based in Miami.
You probably
Okay.
get like 40 new DMs like an hour, I assume, or like
no,
a day.
I feel like you get them an hour. I don't. Like mine will be like a whole, like, you know.
Don't worry, I would totally Instagram
I get
DM
like,
you.
I get like 10 or 20,
Not a dick pic, not
I
a
get
dick
like 10 or 20 DMs a day, but they're all dudes who want dating advice.
Yeah.
It's like 1% of it is
So that's
girls.
flattering. At the same time, it's like, oh, I'm a mentor.
I prefer if it was girls.
We would love to be a mentor at like 50, you know? Like I want to be an Indian Gandhi, but not now.
I mentor my girl. Oh, how about yourself?
I don't think there's a specific like message that somebody sends, but like you can look back at their pictures. So like I like free diving.
Okay.
So if somebody has like a lot of diving pictures, I'm gonna respond.
Okay, so
Or it's like outdoorsy, like manly. Like,
Yeah, there's not like a specific opening line, but like on Instagram you can see somebody's history and what they're tagged
Yeah, I
in,
love
so
it.
you like know what they do.
Yeah.
So one of those like the highlights, story highlights. That's
Or just,
also
like,
something
photos,
you
like
guys check
their
out.
friends tag them in, or like what they've posted, and like that's why I feel like Instagram is safe because you have a history, so you know they're real.
Yeah.
I serial killed here, Ellen over there.
No, but
You will see a
like,
dead
like,
body in the background.
Diving, like we like
Yeah,
diving.
we're
So if
big
somebody
into
has
diving,
diving photos, we're gonna be more likely to
Yeah.
interact with them.
Moral of the story is get some good Photoshop diving photos. Okay,
So respond.
so
Videos preferably.
So the key criteria is for the guy to have a decent profile. So if the guy, for example, has like 7 pictures, would that be an automatic no?
No, because the
I
guy.
think gym selfies are a no.
I mean, it just depends. Depends their career path. If they're like a model, then I respect
Yeah, I have like
it.
1 or 2 gym selfies.
It's okay. You guys can disagree. She says that gym selfie is a no. You guys like gym selfies?
It's like aggressive gym selfies.
Like if it's like ridiculous, like too much, then sure, it's
Guys
like a
rubbing
little.
his nipples.
Yeah, but like I respect it. I mean, if you actually work out and you
Your
know.
pride-
But if you're just
prideful.
going there to take a picture, then sure, it's embarrassing as
Okay.
fuck. Like I don't like working out at gyms that are selfie gyms. Like that's not my
No.
thing.
I like it.
Like I'm in there sweaty as and gross as fuck. Like I'm trying to like not be on camera.
So well, let's go down the line. So okay, the guy has like 6 photos, but he's a decent looking guy. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is he tagged in photos?
Not many, no.
I feel like they have
There's-
to be tagged because
there's
then
a-
you know that
'Cause
other
the
people
guy-
know them. See, I
Oh.
watched Catfish.
You see the
I
tagged
watched Catfish,
section as
so
well.
you need
Okay.
to
That's
know
why
that-
you FaceTime them though. You make sure they're real.
You need to know they're tagged because you can just get 6 photos off the internet.
Big
Okay,
fan of
makes sense.
FaceTime.
Because
Big
the
fan of
guy I
video.
like
Instagram
in
video is
Bahamas,
great.
he doesn't have any
Yeah.
pictures on Instagram. He has zero pics.
How
then
how was he
zero
able
tag
to
pics.
get slide in them DMs?
He saw me sail by on Tinder, and he just like DM'd me every day, and he even like emailed me, got my email.
God damn, he's obsessed.
I don't know.
No,
That's
he was just
romantic.
consistent,
An
and like he knows what he wants, and I appreciate
Okay.
that.
How many like missed DMs was
I've
it
gone
before
into
you
LinkedIn,
responded?
it's great.
Hundreds.
Wait,
Not hundreds, but probably like 50 at least. Yeah.
50?
50
He would just
DMs?
respond to my stories and stuff. You
And then
know?
eventually,
That's insane.
you just gave in.
romantic.
And if you saw how many DMs I have, then you'd be like, okay, that makes
This
sense.
is going to
Just be
inspire
sarcastic.
so many guys.
I mean,
to
I talk
have
about
monologue
persistence.
conversations in their DMs.
Well, if like you actually are interested in someone, like you'll keep trying. Like it doesn't
Sure.
matter how long. Like if
love
you're
it.
actually, you know.
But at a certain point, it just crosses over into needy, no? Like, you're just
No.
like needy,
Yeah.
like please, please.
There's needy, but there's consistent.
Okay, question for you. So, when did the first DM arrive from him?
Probably like 2 years ago.
There
I
you go.
still
Okay,
haven't
so
met
it's
him.
over time,
I still haven't met him.
and it's finally it's
Mad
happening.
lad, mad
And
lad.
he's a super attractive guy. He's a chef. He owns his own restaurant. Like he lives on the
Maybe it's
ocean
Flake.
front. Like he's not.
What's it called?
He's not desperate.
We have a
Like,
friend who's
yeah,
a
he's not
chef.
desperate.
Who's a
That's
chef?
for
In the
sure.
Bah-
It's very obvious he's not
In
desperate.
the Bahamas, yeah.
No, I doubt it.
confirmed?
It's really
We have
bad.
confirmed. Is he British? No, right?
No, he's French.
Okay.
Blake is French.
Pretty
Oh,
close.
shit.
Yeah, he's really French. Is his
Oh
name
my
Blake?
His
god.
name's Luke.
Okay,
Okay.
never mind.
Blake,
It'd be funny if it
Luke?
was.
I'm gonna laugh if he's watching this. He's gonna be like, what?
What's up, Luke?
It'd be funny if it was like our mutual friend. Yeah, I mean, I still want to like try to like get some where like tangible things that guys can apply, because I can tell you with me,
Understandably.
like I've DM'd hundreds and hundreds of girls, And I think I have a pretty decent Instagram. It's probably not as great as Luke or Blake.
He doesn't have any fans on Instagram. Like
Oh,
nothing.
okay. So it's probably better than Luke.
Nothing.
But like,
Yeah.
I would say that maybe 5% of girls reply. Out of those that reply, maybe I can get a date with like another 20% of those. If I can get on a girl on a date, it's probably gonna go well. But it's like you have to go through so much volume
Yeah.
to just
it's honestly just the luck. If
Who
it's
are you
meant,
messaging?
if it's meant to be received, it'll
chicks
be
who show up
received,
and,
you know.
I think it depends who you're messaging too.
Sometimes it's not meant to be received to that person.
Isn't
I
the response
believe
rates
that.
better through dating apps? Why
Oh,
not stay with
100%.
dating
No,
apps?
100%.
I do.
So why do so many people ask about?
So it's
the
like casting a bigger net, basically.
There's
It's like you want
Like a
every
different source of
exactly
leads.
because you said
And
that.
also you make it. Yeah.
So you said you like dating through Instagram. So there must be other girls
Yeah.
who prefer dating through Instagrams, and to them, I mean, they want these guys maybe only want them, you know. So it's like catching a bigger net.
Yeah, I mean, there's two reasons why guys do. One, because their profile and dating apps suck, and they think they somehow can overcome that problem on Instagram, which usually they can't, except for this magical Luke, who was able to somehow do it with like 5
It's
photos.
just he had a good conversation with me, like super good conversation. And then I
50 times
and then I
later,
FaceTimed him, and I was like, "Oh, you are cute."
And
That's
the
sweet.
email.
and the email.
The email was definitely.
He sent me an email. I was like, "Please, please."
But the email is on your profile anyway, so
How?
I think the email's important.
Because he saw me on Tinder, and I have my
She's
Instagram
really
on Tinder.
sarcastic.
Which
What-
I don't even use Tinder, but I use it for followers.
Great
when I
source
want.
for another. Great
Yeah.
source to connect both.
What was like the ultimate message that made you respond? Like, what was the 50th message that you were like, "Fuck"?
He sent me a bunch of pictures of all the different food that he cooked. And he caught
And what
it.
did I just say?
He
sooner?
caught a bunch of. He
What did I
like
say
caught his own
before?
fish and then cooked
Something
it
about
up and
cooking?
like shit. And, like,
Okay, that's.
I said before she's
Yeah,
really
so-
good at
Really good at cooking, yeah.
Oh,
I
she's
think
good at
a really
cooking.
good cook.
I'm
But
a-
it's
I've
fun.
never had a guy cook for me ever, and like I'm a phenomenal cook. So to have someone that wants to cook for me is like sexy, like it's cool.
It's mutual interest.
Like yeah.
So
But-
finally, you were like, "Okay, hey, what's up, Luke?"
Well,
But
he's,
then
like,
I-
he's like, I'm a chef. I own a restaurant. I'm like, what?
but then I
That was the first text back. What?
She's like,
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
but then
Yeah,
I
always
looked at your
hungry.
Instagram profile. I don't see you cooking anywhere, right? So
Yeah.
how did he
What
did
do
he
you
just
see?
like throw? Yeah, I mean,
He,
you know what I see.
yeah, I don't
Yes,
put it out
yes,
there
yes,
that I
yes,
cook, but he
yes.
put it out there, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you don't even know. Like,
Okay, so the one common parent we establish is common interests, right? So
yeah, common interests are key.
if you can like, and then okay, let me ask
Prove
this question.
the common interest, not just like bullshit. Like, you know, like
Real
tell me
common
more
interest.
about my favorite hikes than I know, and then
Yeah, but like
talk, you know?
80% of guys, they like don't even do anything. Like most people watching this video, they're like the interests include like jerking off and
Is
like
80% a proven statistic?
Yeah.
just something I put
That's
on
really
my ass,
sad.
but-
You should get out and find hobbies that
But that's
are
what makes
good.
you high quality. What makes you high quality is like to grow in your own persona, like find your identity. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Even if they're strange, and that makes you interesting.
I
No,
like
and if you
picking
have,
wings off butterflies
and if,
and eating them afterwards.
Like
And
you'll
I'm
meet
sure
way
there's
hotter
a
girls
woman who
hiking than you will at the
wants
club.
Yeah.
You really
and
will.
also if you have no hobbies, you'll settle for anybody. So
Exactly.
you have to find something you like to find somebody who.
Honestly, like I would say again, go back to the 80%, but it's like a lot of guys will settle for like just anything.
So will a
Yeah,
lot of girls.
standards.
I guess they just have to find.
I
Yeah,
think
and
it's
it's really
less
sad
so
to
with
see.
girls, but some girls will.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
It's normally
A
the
lot of
first
girls-
person you fuck and you get sucked into
A
that
lot of girls want a
creepy
relationship.
shithole. And it's like, bro, like just because it's the first pussy you put your dick in doesn't mean that's the only pussy that
Oh my
you should be in.
goodness.
But yeah,
No,
I
you
know.
can
no,
talk,
But it's true. Like I don't care. Like that's what needs to be said. Like
no, I agree with you.
So we
get
always
out
tell
there.
we tell guys to like make the choice from abundance. So like if yeah exactly so
To what?
Abundance and
not just the first pussy they fuck and they're attached. No,
I know
fuck
so
a
many
bunch
guys
of different
that
pussies.
are miserable, but they'll
I
just
don't
stay
know
with that
about
girl because they're too scared to leave the first girl they fucked. Like
It's a
I grew up in the
scarcity.
Midwest.
Scarcity, yep.
I grew up in the Midwest, and like everyone I know, basically, like they slept with one person and they just got married. And
Me
There
too.
you go.
I'm from Wisconsin, and so many people that I like dated in high school are now married with like 3 kids. In divorce.
which is completely
So the first
fine.
time they went in, they
but-
just came all over.
You don't know what's if you never left your hometown, you don't know what's out there,
Hmm.
and it's just like to me, it gives me so much anxiety because like
Can you imagine having 3 kids?
Do-
Where would they be? Where would we put our kids right now?
I mean, kids are wonderful and beautiful, but how do you know you're with the right person if you've never experienced anything?
No, I agree with you. You got to experience.
100%.
You got to experience a lot of
Scary.
shit. Like you got to experience like
really
different
scary.
women, so you can figure out what you like, what you don't
Yeah.
like.
Exactly.
And then you kind of get a feel for it. Davey, do we have any questions on the Instagram thing before I move on to the next topic?
I gotta pee.
But take your mic off.
Are you sure they don't want to hear?
I mean,
You might get actually more people.
I've sold on
We like put a glass and
don't
then
you,
like,
want,
watch.
don't you want to charge extra for that on the OnlyFans?
Looks like chai.
It's quite good. You sure you don't want to try?
She's very big at sarcastic comments.
I've been drinking.
Great.
She keeps
You
a
look a great duo.
yeah. She keeps a very serious face, but then you can't
But
tell.
some
You're
people
like,
don't like that.
oh, I fucking love
I've
that
been pulled
shit.
up like aside at a job.
No questions on Instagram?
Just ask them for their Instagram handles.
I've been pulled aside at jobs,
Yeah.
and they've been like, people don't know your
Guys,
job.
Oh,
we'll
yes.
drop.
I
We'll
love that
drop
shit.
any girl who wants to share her Instagram. We'll drop it at the end.
The camera's good.
Yeah, it's
Are we
fine.
taking a break?
No, we're not. She's just
Oh.
peeing.
I thought we were all
She's
break.
taking a pee break.
Actually, you know what? Do you guys want to share your Instagrams, or it's totally up to you? But
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
my
for it.
Instagram, everyone thinks like it's a joke. Like I'm trying to not let people find me.
okay, no worries.
I'll tell it to you though. It's just hard. ALY.
So yes.
My Instagram, isn't it like I'm trying not to let anybody find me?
You know, everyone's like, you need to change your Instagram.
ALY 4 S's.
God damn, there's so many S's. But yeah.
A 0324.
Okay.
Isn't it kind of hard?
It's a little
It's
tricky.
like I'm trying to
Mine
hide.
is just Sir Alex Z.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Alyssa with 4 S's. 0324.
0324.
0324.
March 24th is her birthday.
That's it. Don't forget, it's coming up.
In 5 months.
We gotta do something special.
Aries.
Are you going to? It's almost her birthday, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna take her to another Costa Rica trip.
I was supposed to take her to a Kygo concert, but it got canceled.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly you out to Brickell.
It won't take long.
To Icon Tower too.
Do you guys like Kygo?
I've seen him like 30 times in Vegas when I was living
So
out.
obviously you like him.
Oh, I've seen every
We were supposed
big
to go for my
DJ.
birthday because Ultra's always right over my birthday. So we were
Oh, yeah.
supposed to go, and then it got canceled, and Kygo was supposed to be on my birthday.
Did you
Fucking
go
COVID.
last week to the festival with Big Points?
No.
All right, let's get back
She
on
went to the
track.
3 points.
So what about you? Do you want? No, you're good. You're good. Do you want to share your Instagram or?
I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I'll share mine.
It's private.
Yeah. Explore with
What's so
Sarah.
special?
Explore with Sarah.
Yes.
That's so good.
Just normal, right?
Such a
Just
good
no
Instagram handle.
extra words or something like that. No
Hers
extra
is so
W's.
good.
Explore with Sarah.
Explore with Sarah.
H.
Just explore.
Oh, there we go, guys. We dropped the hands. All right, next, let's get into the next topic that I want to bring up. Oh my God, look at this shit. This is just insanely
So
adorable. Flaking. So this is something that's a pain in the ass for girls as well, but especially guys. I would say honestly, like I've noticed that like I've been on the dating scene for maybe 10 years or so, like aggressively hitting it with girlfriends in between. But I would say the flaking gets worse and worse every year. Like
Well,
Are
I
you
think
dating
COVID
younger
has
and
caused a lot
younger?
of social
I'm
anxiety.
not going for like the super young girls. I'm going for like girls like 25, 27.
How old are
30,
you?
31. I'm 31.
Okay.
I'm not going for like the sometimes.
This is,
but-
I'm turning this around. It's an interview to you.
Oh, dang.
That's okay. You can ask me some questions. But so okay, so I want to pose this question.
Yeah.
What are some things that would make you flake on a guy?
Oh gosh, I just flaked recently, and I was so proud of it.
Oh, no.
Shame. No, I'm just kidding.
Flake shame her. Flake shame her.
Radar. Yeah, it was just, I basically didn't take him seriously. We were supposed to have a date on a Sunday, and I just decided to take a nap. Then I wake up, and it's already like an hour later, and I get like a call and a text from him. It's like, Gabby, we were supposed to meet up. I'm like, oh my God. So then I feel bad, so I call him. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, it's okay, it's okay. And I think to myself, oh, that was easy. I flaked, and he didn't, nothing happened.
Oh, he didn't try to reschedule?
Okay. So
Okay.
then a couple days later, he texts me and he's like, hey, can we talk? And
Serious.
I was like, I like him. So I was like, sure, let's talk. So we talk on the phone and he's like, I just want to let you know that what happened last time, it's something that I don't respect. And my time is important for me, and just spending time with you is important for me. And I just want to let you know, I don't want to say anything else, but I just want you to
Was
know.
this a guy you've never met before?
No, I was just talking with this
I
guy.
have
Okay,
a follow-up
talking.
question. You flaked on somebody you like?
We were
That's
napping. I get
surprising
it.
to me.
Yeah.
You're
A
not
lot of times, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I'm not available, I'm normally eating.
So, but then,
I
You know,
think
it was
that's
like-
like an anomaly. I think
I'm just
when
gonna be
normally
honest.
people flake, it's because they don't want to hang out.
But to be
No,
honest, like,
it's because I ate too much and I feel like a fat ass.
yeah,
and
sometimes
I
it's
can't afford anything
Yeah.
else to go inside me at that moment, so I just need to stay home.
okay, ooh,
Including-
it
wink,
doesn't
wink.
have to be a reason
Wink,
to
wink.
play.
Okay.
But the interesting thing
For me
held me
personally.
accountable. He was
DP.
so attractive.
But so you like that he called you out basically?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I felt
Well,
super embarrassed and awful.
How
because
did I call you
He
out?
should respect
Yeah.
his time and your time, and that's
Yeah.
that's a respectful thing. Like if you care about your own time, like
No, this is a very good lesson. So you like that he called you out, but he didn't do it in a butthurt way. He wasn't like you're such a nasty little girl.
like hey, I made time for you. Like I hope you care that I made time for you.
So did you ultimately go out with him?
Yeah.
So you already know this guy. You met him a few times
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Okay, so they've already
I'm
met.
dating him, yeah.
I
Okay,
like
yeah,
the
so that's
follow-up
fine.
too.
So we are
I'm
talking
down
about
with the follow-up.
flakes when you never met the guy or something, or this is like the first date ever.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
get you.
Well,
I get you.
it's still a good lesson,
Yeah,
I think.
but-
I think that's more about momentum, about emotional momentum. Like when you
Oh,
meet
fuck,
someone
that's-
online
those are such a
or
good
through
point.
dating apps or whatever, you feel like you're a bike and you're full of gas and you're excited. I'm like, oh my god. But then maybe he stops like texting you and the momentum sort of falls and I'm like, oh, I'm unsure. Do I even like this person? I don't know.
Yeah, is it
And
infatuation?
then
What
3
is
days before the day, I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling it. I don't want to do that.
It's
That's
super
just
important, I
losing the
think, for
momentum.
guys to show interest,
Yeah.
consistent interest, but I guess not
50
too
messages?
much.
An email?
But that's over like
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Years,
And
kind
I'm
of.
just, if you saw my DMs, you'd understand.
That guy's like the godfather of interest.
No, and he's a great
Luke?
guy, and
Yeah.
Luke, yeah.
it will be fun to
He's
go
in
meet
the
him
email.
eventually. Yeah, it'll be
The
fun to meet
email.
him eventually.
Yeah.
But
Look.
But what you said about the interest, that's key.
yeah.
To show
And
interest
I honestly
consistently.
haven't met any guys that I feel that very connected to on interest. So it's like, who knows? Eventually, I will go and fly and meet him and see how it goes.
I want to explore the whole. Sorry, go ahead. You want to say something?
No.
I always feel like you're about to say something, and I'm like,
She has that
Cutting you off.
expression where it's like you can
Oh,
take it
she's
in
right.
a lot
on
of
the verge
different
of
ways.
talking.
So let me take another drink of this.
No, I want to.
Something to say soon.
I want to explore the.
Love it.
I lost interest. Like,
Yeah.
is there anything specifically besides the guy not communicating his interest that would
Being
make you?
too sexual
So many
without knowing me.
things.
Let's go through them.
Yes.
Should we do like
Scares me.
Clockwise.
Like a
Clockwise.
round robin every
Yeah,
time,
clockwise.
anything?
Sarah first.
Okay, what was yours?
Gabby next.
When guys are too sexual up front before you've even met me, it just makes me feel disrespected.
Yeah.
When he offers as a first date, let's hang out at my place. I'll cook us dinner.
Which is
Are you a good
honestly,
cook?
if they're like nice
Oh,
though.
you do that?
Of course, yeah.
But
I
can
do
you-
that too.
It's like what
But
I'm
if
known
you're
for.
like nice and genuine, you're not trying to pressure them to hook up with you,
Yeah.
and you cook them dinner, then
But also, can't you buy a drink?
I like
Sure.
a public space. What if you're a serial killer? Even if you're very cute.
I like a public
No, if
space.
the girl, so if the girl
Serial
feels
killers don't
uncomfortable
pay.
about
Don't
meeting
pay.
me straight at my place, I'll offer to meet her
Serial
at a
killers
bar.
don't pay
which is great.
for the drink.
I
I'm
personally,
flexible.
if I liked a guy online, I would love to go to his house and cook me a meal. Like I love that. Like
That's the first date.
if I feel like I said I'm an empath, if I feel that it's not dangerous, then I'll go with it.
Yeah. No, there's different.
Yeah.
Everyone has different comfort levels. So for you, that would be like, even if you like the guy, you still wouldn't go straight to his house.
And I don't blame you
I'll
at all.
probably respond with like
I prefer
probably
public
this little
place.
comment that I just said. Like,
I'd like to
wait,
prefer, yeah. I'd
are
like.
you a serial killer or like, oh, let's hang out at a bar.
Understandably.
Yeah.
I have a really good comeback to that. I'd be like,
What's
nah,
yours?
I gave up serial killing for Lent.
What was yours?
I gave up serial killing for Lent last year.
But I feel
Well, I'm
like
still not sure.
a
Let's
real
see what's
serial
up.
killer would
Sure, we can meet at a bar nearby, say
Exactly,
9
exactly.
p.m. question mark.
Yeah.
A serial killer would be like
Oh,
maybe
I-
justifying
I would
yourself.
About the guy's
Somebody.
intentions
Exactly.
over online, then I'll be like, yeah, meet me in
A
a
real
bar.
like that.
serial killer would be like, it's
Give me
don't
two
worry, it's gonna be quick.
No,
It's gonna
no,
be quick.
I'm not.
All right, wait, let's
The
keep
structure, I
one.
like the structure a lot.
This is great for like a normal conversation, but let's keep one conversation thread because the guys are
sorry,
gonna get
guys.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. So what about you?
keep talking.
Going straight to a guy's house? Yay, nay.
No, I would like to meet for like a drink. But if you want to cook me a meal after, I'm hungry, so.
Okay.
You're always hungry.
Feed the woman.
Yeah, but I don't think you can meet
Like I'm always
somebody.
hungry. I'm like hungry right now.
I don't think you can just meet somebody because people have fake photos and stuff. You can just go to their house.
You're right. Well, I want to go back to the.
That's why you FaceTime. I'm telling you, FaceTime
No,
before
I'll
you meet up.
FaceTime,
Always.
but like, can't we meet for a drink
The face matches the pics, then I'll go meet you.
at their home?
Maybe, but probably in a public place. If I don't trust, if there's any like little like uncomfortability, then I will meet in a public place. for
Also,
sure.
you can. This is a good PSA.
I'm also crazy though.
This
So.
is a good PSA. You can go on the county clerk's website and look up somebody's
Girl,
name.
I wish
Make
I
sure
knew
they're not a
that
child
before
molester.
something
And you can
happens
see
to
what
them.
they've been charged with. That's a good PSA.
100%.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
they've been charged with something that you can't handle.
So now you just gotta worry about the guys who hasn't been charged with anything.
I mean,
But
yeah.
if they've been charged with, I mean, you can check.
No.
A parking ticket's okay, but
Parking ticket shows up on there.
yeah, it does.
God damn.
everything does.
Everything.
Like 30.
Any
like,
any
he
Yeah.
parking tickets. He has
have a
disturbing the peace charge. He has.
So you can just see
domestic
this anytime, anywhere, like for
Unless you
free.
have it wiped off your record.
Like
by,
the
you
county
know.
clerk, just
That's
on the
good.
county
I'm
clerk's
safe.
website.
Exactly,
You
me
can see
too.
anything.
I have a few parking tickets, but aside from
Your
that,
parking tickets are okay.
I got arrested
in
when
the
I was
clear.
like 14.
well, let's go back to what are some other things that will make you flake on a guy?
Oh gosh.
Just let us have it. Just
You sure?
just go.
Top three
just go
things,
down the
top
line.
three
No,
things.
because you seem so mean.
No, but you're helping men everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
this
like a
is
duty.
this is useful information.
Okay. Wishy-washy on location and time.
Yeah,
Oh.
I hate that too.
Guys, that is such a no-no. That's a no-no. Like if you have, for example, let's hang out on Saturday. Sure, my biggest pet peeve.
Where do you want to go?
Let's play it by
Oh.
ear. Let's play it by ear that day.
Okay.
Imagine if a woman did that to you. Even if you're like excited to see this woman, you really want to meet her, and she says, "Sure, let's see what happens Saturday." I'm not sure, but let's try. Or like, yeah.
That's
let's
like
play it by
50% of
ear.
the girls I'm texting.
So bad.
I know it's annoying.
I want to talk to them too. I would love to talk to them. Be like, no, that's not cool. So that's a big.
I have a good comeback for this, just a sidetrack.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can always say, I'd rather make solid plans. That's it. Simple.
I love that. I'd rather make
That's a
solid
good one.
plans. Sometimes another pet peeve to flake is like if they are texting so much, it's like a very long text. So I'll say something like, hey, I feel like we're in this text-only conversations, or like, oh, you're so funny. Are you funny in person?
Exactly,
But
FaceTime.
that would
FaceTime.
She really likes FaceTime.
Like, sound like,
I think FaceTime is good.
Because you get the vibe a little bit. Like,
yeah.
you know.
Okay, something annoying for me is when guys say like, I'm so broke, like I can't do anything.
Say that to
They
me.
say that
You
to you?
get that?
Dude,
Yeah,
What?
unfortunately.
somebody
some
because
people
like
say that,
because
yeah.
I was talking to like medical students
I'm
and
so
they're like,
broke, I can't.
I'm so fucking broke. But like we live in Florida, just say, do you want to meet at the beach?
Yeah, like there's so many free.
There's
beach
like
activities
there's
to
free
do.
concerts everywhere.
That's
Never
it.
ever say, I'm so broke.
Like, let's go for a walk.
That's crazy.
I didn't know dudes did that. That's like saying I have a small dick, so.
It's horrifying.
We can only hold hands.
But you can go to the beach, you can go to a free concert at a park, you can go for a walk on a boardwalk, literally
Yeah, you can do
anything.
literally so many things.
Do not say, I'm so broke.
Look at the camera and say it.
Camera.
No, I'm for real. I'm for real.
No, point taken.
She's camera shy.
I honestly didn't really know that commonly happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
it does actually.
I've got it.
Which is
like,
fine.
But like, I understand.
Most
if
people are
you're-
broke, it's
If you're in
fine.
medical school and you don't have money, that's fine. But like, there's so many other options than to say like, I'm so broke.
Yeah, you do not have to spend money doing
We
prostitution
live
at all.
We live right by the beach. The beach is a perfect date. Just go hang out.
No, I completely agree. Yeah, but let's move on from that one because I feel like that one's almost like too obvious in a way.
It's not though.
No, I agree, but I feel like
Unfortunately, it's not.
When they overshare, ask very vulnerable questions, or they're oversharing too much through a text message, I think that's also like a little bit of a turn off.
oversharing, like
Oversharing, like for example, they'll send me a selfie of themselves on Saturday.
Oh,
2 hours
that's too
later,
much,
they'll
yeah.
Send me another picture of themselves. Maybe 3 hours later, they'll be like, "What are you doing?" Or they'll ask me directly, "Send me a picture of yourself." So that
being needy, I think, right?
yeah,
That's the right category for
yeah.
that.
I think it's
I don't know. It's almost like they're
don't
not needy.
sneeze.
They're just they love themselves so much.
Like, I feel a sneeze coming on.
You
Take a deep breath.
You can sneeze live on camera.
Look in the light.
This
You
is
won't
great
It went
content.
away. It went away
We're
for a
gonna get a
second.
live sneeze
If
on
you
air.
look in the light, it'll go away.
It went
You know
away.
a sneeze is like 100th of an orgasm?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it
And they
just-
claim if you sneeze 12 times in a row, you have an orgasm. That's bullshit.
side tangents.
Because I have sneezed at least 30 times in a row.
Yeah,
and
I
never
definitely
felt
don't
any
believe
pleasure.
the-
Next question.
I want to get back to
He's
this.
just not
What are
sneezing
some-
the right
what are
way.
Some other,
What else? Let me think. Another thing is like if you're not having, for example, you're setting a place to hang out, right? And they'll suggest a place. Oh, let's hang out at Sweet Liberty in South Beach, which is it's a dive bar. And I'll respond something like, "Can we do something else? I was just there last week."
Yeah.
And then they'll push and be like, "No, I just want to go to Sweet Liberty. Let's just do Sweet Liberty."
Oh, okay.
Or they'll respond with negging and be like, "Why you don't like it? Is it like too not fancy for you? Like I don't do those posh places." So immediately you're being a little bit negative. You're putting other people's down, and that just lowers your.
So if you're not compromising, you gotta compromise for the first
No,
date.
but
Just
I
a
feel
little
like
bit.
that's
A
also
little.
like a sign of incompatibility because if you want to go to fancy places and this person only wants to go to dive places, then like maybe you should hang out in the first place.
Yeah, that's fair.
do you have guys? Let us know if you have any questions on flaking before we move on to the next topic at hand. But yeah, any flaking questions? Let's take it before we move on. Do you have anything to add on to flaking?
I don't think so.
I mean, I can flake on.
I'm thinking.
I mean, you can flake on too.
Well, okay. What percentage of your dates would you say flake?
I've never had anyone flake on me, but sometimes I flake a little bit, and it's mostly because I don't like people.
So tell me, okay, so let's take a situation where you flake on the guy. How do you
I
usually
never
flake?
really flake. Like, I'll just stop responding.
Oh, see, that's
Ghosting.
That's what I wanted to hear. So you basically just ghost, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So you too.
Is it really a ghost? It's more like a fadeaway.
I don't
Fade
really
away,
talk to
okay.
somebody seriously and then just stop talking.
Okay.
Do you fuck with dating apps?
Yeah. I used to hinge like hardcore, but I'm off it now.
That's such a great sentence. I used to hinge hardcore, but
Yeah, you make it sound like a drug.
Yeah, and it was. I've been clean
I'm
since
off it now.
February. I've been clean and I'm good.
Did you do rehab and everything? Did you do a 10-step program?
Yes.
12-step program?
I made her go through it.
It's 12
30 day, right? 30
It's
day
12
cleanse.
steps and I feel a lot better now.
Okay, so when you used to hinge hardcore, like when you would stop talking to a guy or do one of your fadeaways, what would be like the cause?
I think just not similar interests. Like you start, and
Like
that's
you're
the thing
just
with,
not feeling the chemistry?
but that's the thing with dating apps is you talk to so many people all the time that like if you don't have similar interests, you can just like drop it off.
someone's excited.
Okay. Guy, do you have any questions on flaking before we move on to the next topic?
But am
Okay.
I wrong?
There's no right or wrong.
It's
Yeah.
your perspective,
Yeah, it's your
basically. There's no
perspective.
right or wrong.
I'm not like a teacher like grading your answers.
What
Like,
would you give me though about my answer?
A
It's
plus.
like 7.5.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel
No, next question I want to touch on is bad date stories. So what are like some of your bad stories that you've had from dates?
Spicy.
I don't have any actually.
How is
Thought
that
about
possible?
it. I thought about it.
I wish I went on more dates, but I really don't.
Dating.
Or just bad experiences meeting guys, like just anything where it did
It's
not
mostly
go.
just like coming in 5 seconds.
Okay. I mean,
Which is
Premature-
fine, like I
premature
understand
ejaculation.
it, but like at least like make it up to me.
Hi, you want to come up here?
Did they
Don't just
not?
like fall asleep and like
They don't go again?
sometimes yes, but normally it's just like they fall asleep and I'm just like okay, like
Falling asleep.
yeah, after they come they just are,
okay, so has any guy, after he came like so early, has he ever taken out a toy?
yes.
Okay. You liked it, right? If a guy
At
did
least
that?
one has,
Okay.
unfortunately.
At least.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I would hope that it'd be a higher percentage.
Oh, okay.
0.0.
So you did like that, right? When a guy is like, even though he
Yeah, like
did not
I'm
last.
I don't think less of you because normally when the first few times you hook up with a guy, they're gonna, it's gonna be a quick situation normally, and if it's not, maybe you should think about it. I don't know. But
You can read one of my guides, but yeah.
yeah, but like, and that's normal, and like, there should be no pressure because sex should be no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're good and I'm not good, then like that's kind of offensive to me a little bit. Like, just how I feel personally. Like,
What percentage of guys do you think are bad in bed? Like, from your experience?
We'll get that
90%?
answer from everyone.
I'd say about 90%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's
Think?
only because they don't take time to even think about it.
Yes.
That was in a previous
porn.
episode.
Porn is ruining
Same
I
everything.
do
questions.
my homework.
That's
I
good.
watch,
I like
I
Something
watch.
like that, yeah.
What do you think is the percentage of men who are bad in bed?
No comment.
Let's
No
go back to the bad first date. What are some like bad first dates you've had?
I really just don't go on dates. That's my problem.
But like meet
At
up.
all.
No, I mean like you like what since we're on you, what like bad encounters, like you must have had something. Like you seem like a very adventurous person, so you probably
I am. I just don't fuck around many people. Like, like I just like.
She doesn't date.
I shut people down.
She meets people,
Way
she
too
doesn't
much.
date people.
No, yeah,
I'm a Gemini,
I use the
so, like,
I use the
I'll
word
be-
date super loosely. I just mean like
Like, I'm a
meet
Gemini,
up with a
and
dude
I
like,
literally,
for a
love,
hookup
30
or for
people at
anything.
once, so it's like I have like an issue. I just like everyone, and it's just like my problem. So,
Okay.
but no one actually satisfies me. So, here I am.
She's like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, it's
Solve it.
terrible.
You want to solve it.
But you can't.
How about yourself? What are some
That's you.
bad
That's
first
Rubik's Cube.
Gabby.
what are some bad first date stories you've had?
I've had some bad dates, but most of them have been really fun because I love people and I love having a
Exactly.
conversation. I find people fascinating. So even though the spark might not be there, or the location might not be right, or it's not going anywhere, you can ask some questions and get some feedback. I just moved recently to Miami. I had only one date where I was like, this is strange.
What happened?
So it was a very casual situation where it's like, okay, I'm having lunch with my friends. Why don't you invite your friends also for lunch? Let's go to this.
Horrible
that's so
idea.
weird. That's so weird.
Why?
Group dates are the worst.
Not on the
that
first
one?
date. You're trying to get to know each other. Why would
I
you
feel like
bring
that's
your friends in?
perfect.
Let's not sugarcoat it. You're trying to get laid.
I mean, group dates are good
horrible
if
for
you
that.
have
Like,
mutual
that's really
friends.
good.
So he was trying that. He was trying that, right?
Okay.
He was trying to get laid. So he invites me to this. So again, this is a lesson, right? Lessons for the situation. So he invites me to this lunch, and we have an okay time, but there's absolutely zero flirting. It was all very friendly.
Platonic.
Very friendly, platonic, just a platonic vibe. Great time. There was music. It was a Sunday. I didn't have to do anything early the next day, but he had to leave early, so he said bye. He hugged me. He left. I'm like, okay, that was me. That was sort of
And
like
then he
whatever.
sent me
I
a
guess we're
dick pic.
friends. But then, how did it become a bad date? Was after.
Okay, interesting.
So he leaves, and then I start getting messages, and they're all sexual. They're all
Yeah.
sexual, come over, all this stuff, and it just caught me by surprise. Like, when you're on a date, sometimes you do this. Like, there's like some.
That's
flirting.
like,
And it's nice. It's nice to be like a little
Yes.
touchy, flirty, but respectful. Like I
Can I
love
make a
that.
point?
I love being touched, but like in
let
a
me make
respectful
let me
way.
make my point. Is that like never try to hook up with somebody if they're not giving you like these signs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
but like
girls, I think
girls
girls.
like this.
Is there like that?
No, but I think girls.
Make out.
That's a bad sign.
Make out.
Watch out for
So,
that.
listen,
If that happens.
I think girls give a lot of like.
Girls are very obvious when they want to fuck.
But like, I feel like
Yeah.
girls like
Oh,
on a
yeah.
date,
Yeah.
but,
Oh,
like,
they're very
oh,
obvious.
you're so funny. Like, oh, this is so like fun, whatever. If a girl's like not touching you and like keeping to herself, like just go home.
Yeah.
Or just like,
Unless she's in your
or
home,
give
in
her
which
more
case.
time.
But
Yeah,
a lot-
yeah,
a
that's
lot
Give
of
her more
girls,
time,
More
that's-
time.
Well, like,
Yeah.
don't you touch people or like, they're like, oh, this is like, I'm having a nice time.
Attraction,
like,
signals.
whatever.
Yeah, like
You
very
give
nice,
signals.
nonchalant.
But I
type
think a lot of them are
touches.
like subconscious signals. Like, you just naturally are like,
Yeah, they're like grabbing your.
Yeah,
leg.
the problem is a lot of guys are really
Pussy
bad
and
at picking
shit.
up on signals. If they're super obvious, then
I
it is
just
obvious.
told you.
I know, but like a lot of guys are really, a lot of guys are really bad. Like the girl will touch them a little bit, and they'll be like,
They take it way too literal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
As
they-
someone who,
or they might
who
not pick
mostly
up on it
dates
at all.
engineers or knows engineers for sure. There's EQ is hard. You pick it up. It's like a muscle, and you have to practice it over and over. How can I get the signals from this person? How can I send the right message? How can I be myself and not just think about scoring or those little
Scoring.
pickup artists? Yeah, those pickup artists messages that I'm memorizing. How can I be myself? It's difficult.
back to your bad first date story. So the guy was like super platonic in real life, and then he got super sexual over text.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
So
couple
basically-
times. Usually it's dudes who like. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Why?
so basically, okay, yeah. So this is what happened. So
Yeah.
he has fear of, I mean, like escalation anxiety. So in person, he's too pussy to like be sexual with you. Like, oh,
course.
I really like the way you look at me.
It's easier to
Or like,
do
you know,
over text.
I like your
Text
lips.
less
I find your lips very sexy, or something like that. He cannot even say that because he has like he's a bit of a pussy, and behind a computer screen or a phone screen,
easier.
it's easier. You can just type it up.
What is it called? A
Text buddy.
text warrior or whatever it's called.
Keyboard warrior.
Keyboard warrior. Thank
Exactly.
you. Yeah.
It's the same thing why a lot of guys will like talk shit in the comments, and then like
We invite them to a debate.
Come on for a live stream and let's talk. And when they come on for a live stream, they're like, "Hey man, I'm actually a fan, but like no one ever says shit in like real life, but like behind a keyboard."
I mean, it's the nature of your job. I'm sure you get like 10% of
Yes.
people hate you.
Yes.
Or, like, get
But they still watching.
9.5. Thank you very
They're
much.
still watching. They're
No,
still,
it's probably like 5
still
or 10.
getting your
yeah.
views. So
Yeah.
they're still making you
exactly.
money.
You guys know about
I love that shit. I'm like, yeah, I talk shit on my post.
Touch
Makes
it,
me
you're
more
Still
money.
paying me. You're still
Makes me
paying
money, bitch. Like, you're fucking dumb.
So what
Keep
about
talking.
you? What's like the worst date
I
story?
don't think I've had a bad first date experience. I've had a lot of like terrible.
She's had a lot of bad relationships, but
Okay.
not necessarily bad.
But like I've taken
I want
them
some
like
juicy stories.
deep into relationships, way past first date.
Okay.
All my juicy stories are like not appropriate for camera.
There's nothing that's inappropriate.
It's just verbal, so it's fine.
I have a story.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, so
I have a story. It's an interesting story. So I go on this date. He texts me like, "Oh, let's go on this date, whatever." And then later he goes, "Dude, I really have this." He was like, "Dude, but I have this stomach ache,
bro.
and I don't think I can make it." I'm like, "Oh, well, I can come over. I can bring."
You said that?
Yeah, I really liked him.
Oh, that's so
I can bring
sweet.
chicken soup and Pepto Bismol, and then he goes like, "Haha,
Oh, wait,
sure,
that's
come
like
over."
one of my lines.
That's
Yeah.
our lines.
Yeah.
And I say, oh, you want me
Because
to
girls are always
chicken
Chicken
telling
soup
you
and
they
massage
have
oil.
belly aches.
So wait,
Usually when they
does
see
that
me, they
mean
got belly aches.
does that mean I have game?
Yeah, you did.
That's why you make him homemade chicken noodle soup.
Wait, but
and
this
then
sounds
you
like a good date, right?
get their heart.
I get there, and he's like moaning in pain. He's
He's like actually dying.
I
need a
to the
doctor.
hospital.
Like, it's not sexy. It's actually like a
He's a big
medical
guy.
condition.
He tried out for the Steelers, which is a football team. Like,
Oh,
he's a
shit.
big guy.
The Steelers, which is a football team.
I thought it was just a gang of people who steal shit.
Steel.
No, it's fine. No, I get it.
She's used to rugby because she's in Australia. So
True,
rugby.
true.
Cricket, only cricket.
Cricket,
Way more
fuck yeah.
manly. Super more manly. Yeah. Major respect.
So he's moaning in pain. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. So he had like some weed. I make him smoke some weed.
Oh.
I have ibuprofen. I give him ibuprofen, and then I had to make a decision. So I'm like, look, where's your cousin, your aunt? They live nearby. We need to call them. I'm like, no, I'm too embarrassed. I'm like, the yellow flag. But something's happening there. And like, well, what can I do? Like, you look like you're in pain. He's still moaning. Like, I can't.
He needs an enema. He needs you to apply an
Okay,
enema.
you guys
to
are
his
getting the
butthole.
hint.
I'm full of cum.
I have to do this to save him. So I grabbed his wallet.
His wallet.
I did. I grabbed his
wallet?
and I ran away. No, I'm kidding. No.
I stole from the Steelers.
I stole.
I'm really impressed with you right now.
I grabbed his wallet. I see he has the Mount Sinai card. I call Mount Sinai. Hey, Ken, this guy, he's like moaning. I don't know what to do. And like, just bring him here. I'm like, fuck. I call an Uber.
Moaning is the key word
It'd be
there.
so funny. It'd be so funny if like that. It's a very elaborate type of game, and that card is actually his buddy's cell phone number. Okay, try administer oral to him. It's like an elaborate sign.
What should I do?
She would have to.
Do 3 pumps.
Firmly by the penis.
If they made that much effort, she would have to.
Firmly grasp it.
For me.
Have to.
Use the 2 balls.
Pressure.
If somebody
Put
does
one in the
that,
mouth and
firmly
next.
Grasp it in your
You
hand.
would have to.
Wait, what?
No, that would be the most
Save his life.
hilarious shit ever. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I'd be proud of him.
Nothing. I got him in the Uber. He was huge, and I had to get him there. We go to the hospital. He's moaning. A nurse comes over at ER, and she's like, "Okay, we need to get him to ER immediately." And they do. The doctor's there, and she's like, "Do you want this girl here?"
Appendicitis.
I just met this guy. She's so close. You're so close to getting it. I just met this guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I want her here." I'm like, "Oh fuck." The next day, I have to get a flight because I'm going to Ultra Music Festival, and I'm thinking to myself, "Okay, it's 11 p.m. This can't be that fast, right? That long." So the doctor starts asking questions. So what did you eat? Whatever. I'm like, oh, I had beers and this. I'm like, anything else? And then he gets embarrassed and he goes, well, one of my balls is really big.
Oh.
Like it's huge. And then,
Testicular torsion?
I think that.
Yes!
No, it's so close. You're so close. I was thinking that same thing. And we go to the ultrasound. They do the ultrasound in his ball. And it's not testicular torsion, but he goes to surgery. I'm like, fuck, I have to go home, pack, because I need to go to Miami.
That's
to Miami this
interesting.
week. But I came back to the hospital because I liked them. And they told me, yeah, he's out of the ER. It wasn't testicular torsion. So the guy lifts. He lifted so much, he got a hernia. And the hernia pushed him
Okay.
to lower intestine. He was about to become septic. And I
Sheesh.
saved his
Die.
life.
Yeah.
Jeez. So did you go on a second date with this guy?
I dated him for a year after.
Wow, that's amazing.
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Let's clap.
That is a fascinating story of how a relationship began.
Beautiful.
It's basically a lot of investment on her end. If
Yeah.
Put
anything.
in a lot of time.
She did a lot of, she put in a lot of time.
To Ultra.
I was part of his roster, and then after that, I was number 1 on his roster.
Yay, good for you.
That's how
I
girls
worked
need
my
to
way
go.
up. It was a lot of work.
Proud of you.
Now I'm here.
What made you like this guy so much off the bat?
He tried out for the Steelers, which is a football team.
Yeah, that's probably the main one.
Was it just that?
Excellent listener.
He was able to try.
And he laughed at all my jokes. I'm a huge geek.
Oh yeah, same here.
I'm a nerd.
I like when girls
And
laugh.
he
Yeah.
he liked the jokes. He liked, I like Japanese cartoons, and I like
Me too.
stupid books.
Do you guys like talk on the phone before the date? Like, how do you know this?
Of anime.
We met once for a drink, and that was the second date.
Oh, it was a second date. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes
second date.
more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just a drink, very fast, like an hour-long date.
Okay.
I had to go meet some friends, and then that was the second date.
Interesting.
Okay.
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 Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top that.
So very very
I wish I
interesting
had
story.
bad first date experiences, but I literally,
You
just,
That
must
was
have.
really good.
I literally just
That
don't go
was
on
good.
dates
That
with
was really
anyone. I don't.
Good though.
If anything, it's actually a good day.
Well, like, okay, what about you?
Good
You guys
start.
said you've been
Yeah,
yeah.
catfished,
Super
right?
hot. Can I come sit on your couch?
Go
I
for
don't
it.
think so.
Sitting on our couch.
That's-
Whoa.
No.
Oh,
Ooh, couch. I mean, this couch
I want a
reminds me of
couch
something.
hop.
there will be no couch hopping for the podcast. Maybe for part 2.
Like a
But you said you've been catfished, right?
I don't think so. I know someone that has been catfished.
Yeah.
Like a really pretty, like beautiful, like the most beautiful girl you've ever seen, and you can't believe that she
My
got
mother?
catfished.
oh, what's the story?
I'm.
And I just want to know where everyone's
I don't really
saying.
want to go into it because it's very personal for her, but like the most beautiful person I know got catfished for like
I've been
7
catfished
months.
multiple times.
Shit.
Yeah, and like she thought it was her soulmate, like literally.
Fuck.
Before meeting?
Have you been
And
catfished?
she's heartbroken. She
like,
still has been dealing with it.
Slightly, but I don't mess around.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I think I was catfished
And you
when I
shoot
was
them
like
in the
12.
dick and they
so I was a pedophile.
No, because I know to like
Oh, the
reverse search Google.
Oh, yeah. You
The
girls,
Chris
you have your
Hansen
little
show?
tricks.
I'm pretty sure I was a
I'm not dumb.
pedophile, yeah.
Yeah. You're lucky.
Did
But,
a
like,
Chris
that's what I'm
Hansen
saying.
Gabby,
show?
have you been catfished?
Chris Hansen.
Okay, okay. Topic.
I got catfished.
By Chris Hansen.
What did you do?
No, he said Chris Hansen.
All right, wait. Let's focus on one
Hansen in
thread.
the kitchen.
I'm sorry.
It's been years since I've been on that show, so let's just focus on the.
Oh, sorry.
What's
I
that
got, yeah.
Wale song?
So,
little too close to
what
home.
did you do when you got catfished?
I saw immediately that I had gotten catfish.
Wait, so you met up with a guy and
Yes.
you realized, oh,
I go on a day and
That's
I see.
scary.
It was like my second day in New York. I lived there for close to
Did-
5 years.
gives me the chills.
And it
Those
was,
nipples just got hard.
it was a height catfish.
They did. They just got hard.
It was a high catfish.
Yes.
Did you love
We
Sarah?
lied about it.
Woo!
So
It scares me.
so what did you do?
I sat on the bar and we talked, and then I had a couple drinks, and I drink on dates. I had a couple drinks and I got brave, and I'm like, hey, so you lied about your height.
How big was the lie?
He said he was 6'2". He was like 5'8"
Oh.
or 5'7".
That's
Yeah, yes.
So half
the
a
production team over there.
so half a feet.
That's too much.
That's a big exaggeration.
I'm not
I
gonna lie
say I'm
to
6
you.
feet, but I'm 5'11".
Some of the shortest guys have the best dicks, so it's like don't lie about your shit. Like just be open about it.
Never
It's like you're gonna be more attractive if you just
There's
don't lie
no
about
need,
it. Like
Yeah.
just saying. So
I'm short, but I got big dick.
The L.
most of them do. I'm not gonna lie.
The L, yeah.
Is
L is
that
what you
like I
What's the L
feel like
for?
that is not scientifically supported.
It's like all the growth hormone didn't go to their legs, went to their.
I don't know if that's how it works.
What?
No, that's how it's definitely how it
I'm pretty sure that's not
8,000%.
scientifically validated.
My father's a biochemist.
Okay.
Do you know what the L rule is?
No, it's
So the taller it is, the L decreases in size, and the shorter it is, the bottom of the L
I mean,
increases in
I have
size.
met a few tall guys that are in comparison to what's going on down there, but I've met more short guys that. I'm just saying, it's the growth hormone. It's
Okay.
Short guys, you guys have a
weird.
chance.
Shut up. We're not talking about that.
damn. According to this logic, I should have a huge dick because I do growth hormone.
That is the secret, though. A lot of people don't know about growth hormone to take it.
You take growth hormone?
I don't, but I have a lot of guy friends that do. That
Yeah.
are in like their 40s and 50s, and it keeps them like young as fuck.
Keeps me fresh. Keeps me
But
young.
Mostly
if, but if
international
you have
people.
cancer cells, it regrowth.
Yes,
cancer
you
cells.
want. I
That's
do
why
cancer screenings.
That's why you provide
Do
an
you?
alkaline
Yeah.
environment for your
Yeah.
body.
I don't fuck around with my health.
Cancer
Like
can't
what?
grow in
Like
alkaline
marker
plus
screenings?
environment.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Knowledge is power.
Okay, this kind of leads me to the next topic. Do you have like a cutoff like for dick size? Like this guy, you know, if his dick is under a certain size, that's like a no-go.
No, I mean,
want a
I'm
small
not gonna
dick.
lie to you. The guy that broke my heart has a tiny penis.
Okay. So he knew
He
he
broke
had
my
the ability.
big heart
yeah.
with his tiny cock.
No, it's because like it was everything but that
Can you give us a name?
attracted me. No, I cannot say his name.
Is it Luke?
Are we talking?
That's a future lover.
Are we talking
Future
under
heartbreaker.
5 inches?
It's like the only name I
Like
know.
how small?
Wow, that's crazy.
We're talking on it way under.
Hey,
Way under.
Start with a B.
You can ask
You
later
are
if
not
you.
allowed to say anything.
She's a firecracker.
Yeah, I
This is
know.
live.
This guy's like watching this. He's like shaking. Please don't say it. Please don't say it.
No, I'm not like that type of person. But no, I loved him with all my heart. Like I really did.
So you don't have a dick cutoff, or
If I truly love someone, I don't care.
but for,
I'm
what
a
about
personality
what
per-
about
like,
for just like casual?
Sure, if I could build my perfect man, sure.
Sounds awkward.
You know? But like, I'm a soul person.
Okay, what about this? Length or width? Which one's more important?
Both.
I asked the difficult questions.
Both are very important.
Most chicks usually say width.
I mean, they probably never.
They probably never had a big dick.
It's the both. It's the combo of the both, and it's the
Yeah.
uncircumcised. I'm not gonna lie.
You,
Just me.
You like it
I
uncircumcised?
prefer uncircumcised. Yes.
Russia.
It's just like a shocking.
India.
Which is super rare, I know, for America, but I've been
No,
with
it's
guys.
not super. It's very shocking.
It's natural though, and that's how it's supposed to be.
No, it's,
So of course it's gonna feel better because it's
Abdominal
natural.
turtleneck.
it's like really
Yeah.
shocking to see that.
No, I prefer it.
I'm just trying to imagine your reaction when you see an uncircumcised dick. You're like,
Have
I
you
want to
ever-
study this.
Have you
I like-
seen a
I throw a
circumcised
party.
dick?
Yeah, my own.
Oh.
Good for you. Good for you. Unfortunately, most girls in America don't know any better, but everyone else around the world knows better.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah.
very
They like the
surprising to see.
uncircumcised
I know.
chick.
I get arguments all the time with girls. I'm like, but you've never slept with a guy or uncircumcised dick, right? And they're like, no, I haven't. I'm like, well, let me know. Get back to me and let me know how you feel, because it's true, unfortunately.
What are your feelings?
It feels better because it's like a natural lubricant, because it slides naturally, the skin. That's the whole point of the foreskin, is that it slides naturally into the vagina.
Congratulations.
Congratulate
You're
my
getting
parents.
like a really good.
Yeah, for
review.
having good parents.
Yeah,
and
it, was,
then
it
you
had,
did.
had nothing to do with me. It
Yeah.
wasn't like I was like half a year old. and I
Hey,
was
hey,
like,
don't cut,
I
don't
want to
cut.
circumcise. Or
I feel
I,
super bad
Experience
for guys that don't
different
have a
than
choice. Like, that sucks. Like,
If anything, it also decreases the sensitivity for the guy.
it does, yeah.
Although I've met chicks who
does
feel the
your
opposite.
dick not feel good when you have sex?
They're just talking
Yeah.
about aesthetics.
Feels really good.
Yes,
But it's like if it's
No,
hard, it looks the
I'm
same,
not
doesn't matter.
circumcised either.
It doesn't matter how it looks.
That's how we met. We met in the uncircumcised dick club.
Yes.
I used to
I
be
was the
that
president, he
way,
was the
and then I
VP.
got my mind changed.
UCF.
Okay, I don't think that somebody who's circumcised notices a difference.
They do 1,000%.
They probably enjoy it just the same.
All right.
Well, because think about it. Your dick is just out, getting touched by everything. You're
Yeah,
gonna,
like
you're gonna lose
their hands are-
sensitivity.
But they still enjoy
You're gonna-
sex just the same.
Yeah, but probably like 70% less.
Yeah, no, I
well,
think
I-
she's right because you're less
No,
sensitive if your dick
1,000%.
is
Think about it
circumcised.
from a
No, they
biological
don't-
standpoint.
But they don't realize the
You're a
difference,
nurse. I know you understand this. If something's out there getting touched all the time, it's gonna lose sensitivity. It's just how it works.
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
a nurse.
Anything. It's like baby skin versus adult skin.
I'm a nurse.
What's softer?
You're a
Baby
nurse.
skin, because it hasn't been fucking perverted by the world yet.
Oh my god.
Okay, but
It's true though.
Yeah.
but guys who are circumcised still want to fuck just as much.
Yeah, but they're not satisfied
they
because
don't
they're
know
not
the-
fucking getting their,
But they
their
don't know
correct
the
feeling.
difference. They don't know the difference because they've been
They have no
circumcised
basis
their
of
whole lives.
comparison.
They're
They
getting
don't know
turned
the
on by their
difference. They've been
pants, not
circumcised
by
their
a
whole
female.
lives.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
they have no base of comparison. The only person who has a base of comparison is someone who starts off uncircumcised and then circumcises themselves, which is
But
kind of
that's like
odd.
a big deal when you're old and you get it done. It's like a big deal.
Yeah, I don't know why
Have you had a
any
UTI?
Have I had a UTI? Urinary tract infection? No, never.
Okay.
I mean, circumcision was maybe necessary when we didn't bathe frequently. But if you just bathe frequently,
bathe
it's not going to
frequently.
cause any.
Well,
there's not going to be any issues with it.
I'm just saying. I think that guys who
For the
are
record, my dick hasn't had any issues. Just want
I'm
to
just saying,
clarify
I think
that on
that
camera.
guys who are circumcised don't realize a difference.
Yeah, because they don't know any
wanna fuck just
better.
as
It's like a
much.
girl that's never came from a guy with a nice dick because they don't know anything.
I like how
They
Gabby's
think
just
they don't
sobbing
like
during this.
sex.
She's just
Yeah.
like
They don't know
turning
any
her head.
Are you literally referencing myself?
Yeah, I am.
Gabby, how do you feel about circumcised cocks?
Yeah, Alyssa has never had a guy make her come ever.
Take the mic off.
Alyssa's never had a guy
Okay.
make her come, so
You okay?
this is my problem.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I love you, but she is so beautiful that men are just so intimidated.
Wait, how
they
old
can't
are you?
Even, shots fired. They can't even
24?
satisfy her.
24?
I'm 27.
Well, she's pretty for sure, but I don't think that's the reason.
She's
why she doesn't
beautiful, and
come.
she's, you don't know her in the bedroom. She's very intimidating. I can imagine.
Like, what's she doing? She's wearing like fucking leather chaps and like.
Just from the base off the shit she's told me, like they're probably terrified.
If we can edit the video, be like ding ding ding.
Wait,
Nah.
key question. Can you make yourself come?
I quit watching porn like a year and a half ago because I was like, it's better for them to tell.
So you haven't
I
come
agree.
in 1.5
I
years?
can come in the car on the way home. Like it will take me like 90 seconds.
Yeah, because
you
the guy
masturbate
doesn't
when you
know
drive
what
home
he's
from work?
doing. She's never one the guy knows what she's doing. Never one guy, and it's so frustrating for me.
Sometimes
It's okay.
yeah.
We will send our
I've
clients
had
to
at
you.
least 7 guys know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
At least 7.
I've
That's
had
about
good
it.
numbers. Zero. I've
7 is
tried-
a magic
I've tried
number.
to know what they're
That's my
doing,
favorite
but I
number.
haven't
Lucky
given
number 2.
instructions, so I don't know.
But like they should just be able to do it. You shouldn't have to instruct them.
Well, okay, so you can make yourself come, but guys can't make you.
They
come.
should learn from me,
I can
basically.
come in like an annoying
Send them to me. I'll
less
teach them.
amount of time.
Yeah, and that's because they're not doing it right. Because they don't even know where the fucking clitoris is.
Do
They
they,
think it's
do
your
they,
labia.
do they
And
go
I'm
down
like,
on you?
labias are not clitorises. They're different parts.
No, I'm familiar.
I know you are, but like I'm just saying, like
I've seen a few in my lifetime. Not too many.
how many?
One or two.
She really wants to know.
I'm trying to turn this shit back around.
One or two. I'm very shy and timid, obviously.
I'm over the question.
I'm very shy.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
I mean, I've already been doing that, but
Please.
what's your body count?
Oh no, that's not a question you
I
never
haven't
ask.
really,
That's
like-
a question you never answer.
I haven't really like written it down.
Don't worry, you will not
The
be
reason-
pressured to answer it.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking the question is not to judge or anything like that, but is to figure
What
out
is
like
yours?
like 300, 400. I don't know. It's super high.
Oh bullshit! You're a fucking liar.
I mean, like over 100 of that has been documented.
okay, I feel better.
So,
No, he's such a liar.
I mean, there's like at least 100 that's documented.
That's more days than there are.
I would love to watch all 100.
I will send you all the links. You can
All the
watch to your
links.
heart content. It will take you
All
a
the
while to get through
OnlyFans.
all of it.
She likes to watch.
I'll start watching.
When I say
porn again.
documented, I don't mean like
My
pornos.
Saturday is gonna be all about you.
Yeah, when I say,
Oh,
when I say
baby.
documented,
She
I don't
said it
mean
the right way.
pornos, although I do have a few of those. I mean like lay reports with like all the screenshots so you can see everything.
So-
the girl saying like, oh, I had fun too, baby.
Does
Or,
the body count?
Yeah, it was
count?
okay.
A girl saying yes, it's okay.
I've had that too, yeah.
When we say body
Honestly.
count, is it the men that satisfied us? Or the
No.
one- or
Men
it's body
that you
count?
slept with. And the reason I'm asking
Like
this
they put
question,
it in for a second, they came. Does that count?
that counts.
That counts.
No.
Three pumps. Three pumps
If
counts.
it enters the vagina,
Who
it
has
counts.
injured you count?
27 for me.
20. Okay. Interesting.
I lost my virginity when I was 14. So.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
You are
That's-
definitely picky,
That's
yeah.
7.
I
Actually,
don't like. I've never counted.
just like ballpark.
I have a list on my phone for sure.
I've never counted. I have a list on my phone for sure.
I'm a writer, so I like to write down all of my experiences so I can reflect and
I
write.
kind of wish I did that.
Ballpark for me. Let me see that. Ballpark for me is like.
Refill?
I have tequila.
Okay.
Oh no, I drank tequila.
What's wrong?
No, you said ballpark for me is, and then
That's
you
me
didn't say
personally.
anything.
And I look at my number often because I want to know. Like I do. I personally, for me, I like to know.
Okay.
It is nice to like go back to your conquest. And,
I don't feel it's nice.
Conquest. I like that. I like that word so
Yeah,
much.
that's,
I like it.
that's what I'm curious about. I'm trying to
It
figure out like
upsets me
what percent,
deeply.
like if you've only been with like 5 or 10 guys, then it makes more sense why none have been able to satisfy you. Whereas if you've been like with 50 guys, then like you just
No,
have some
I feel
really
like-
bad luck.
No, with me, guys, I've always been like.
But 7 out of 30. I mean, that's not pretty. That's not good enough.
No, but I'm always like upfront. Like if
I'm
I'm
talking about
having
coming from sex. I'm talking from
and
coming
guys
in
like
general.
I can do it for you.
Not even from
if
sex,
I'm gonna
but in
do
general.
it. And some of them they
I
just
feel
leave,
like
so.
more teenagers, like
Really?
So-
They don't go again?
Yeah, once I hit
What are these guys
21,
are
that's when I
Also,
actually
I
So-
feel
started
like when
really
guys
counting.
come, they're like no, they don't.
So I have a question. Like,
Like,
so
I
when these guys say, "Yeah, I can make you come," do they ever like actually eat your pussy?
No, absolutely not.
Oh shit! I love eating
Absolutely
pussy.
not.
I love eating pussy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's
it's very
crazy.
upsetting.
Yeah.
Is my mom watching this?
I don't really. I
Yes. Hi, mom.
mean, Jolie loves me regardless. Doesn't matter.
Jolie loves to eat pussy.
I said I eat.
so
I like to eat
not.
pussy, and he came here.
Jolene's fucking her dream man. So,
Joanne's talking my dream man.
so Alyssa's mom actually started dating a guy that she was into, and then her mom would always be like, "You're just mad I started fucking him first."
No way.
Jesus
Really?
Christ.
Wow.
She's
That's a fucked up thing her mom did.
It's like her stepfather.
That is fucked up.
This is amazing.
That's crazy.
It's so many levels. Like,
It's very deep.
So if my mom was watching, turn it off.
You watched it?
What?
You watched?
she's saying that if,
No,
if they were
like-
watching this.
Okay.
In the most respectful way possible.
How old is this guy that your mom started?
Like 38. My mom had me young.
Yeah.
And how old is she?
40. Well, no.
But
he-
she's
40.
fine as fuck.
No, my mom is
Like-
40. My mom is. I'm 26. My mom is 46, and he's
She
like,
looks like she's like 28.
He's like 43.
Oh, okay.
So I tried to fuck him, and then my mom married him. It's just like a weird situation.
And she rubbed it like in your face after?
Yeah, she
She's
does all the time.
always. My
All
mom
the
was
time.
always like, "You're just mad I fucked him first."
Jesus
It's
Christ.
like, yeah, because you know who fucked him?
The neighbor?
Can I?
It wasn't me, thank
Go
God.
ahead,
Can I
yeah.
hit a side note?
Another
God,
friend
what's
fuck
the
you?
need?
Do a
Fuck
side note. By all
him.
means.
She won't care. I mean, she won't listen. I know what you're saying. One of our friends fucked him.
That guy got game.
Her
That guy got
mom's
game.
husband or whatever, like our age.
She said it was great, so good for my mom.
I mean, I find it fascinating that part.
She's happy married now.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, she claimed it was fabulous, and she's
That
like,
was
damn
really
it.
good. He's
Can I
Cuban.
come to your family reunions?
Yeah, Cubans have big dicks.
He's
It's unfortunately
Cuban,
it's
so
a thing.
I hope my mom is.
That's why the Cuban sandwich, right?
Yeah.
He's Cuban.
I didn't get that one.
What's your background?
What does that mean?
I'm done.
The Cuban sandwich.
Extra meat
Where are you
becomes
going?
very.
Look at that ass. I wish we could get that ass on camera.
So the Cuban
We kinda
sandwich
did.
has about 15 layers of meat on
we
it,
need more.
Yeah.
but then they
Great ass,
press it,
right?
They press it.
and it's still like this much.
It's a real ass.
Yes.
It's a nice-
Oh, so that's why. Oh, it's like a Cuban sandwich.
Cuban
It's still
sandwich,
like,
yeah.
Okay.
So you get all the meat, but it's
Fabulous
it still
ass.
goes into the mouth.
Got it.
That's
Well,
fascinating.
guys,
Let's, do you have any? Oh, you got a bounce?
11.
It's 11, yes.
And I have to go. But of course, if the girls could stay longer, I just have to go.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
it's okay.
Sarah and I got you for hours.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
we like that.
Yeah. No, sweet. All right. So let's wish Gabby a thank her for
Thanks a
coming.
lot.
Give her a clap.
Yeah, let's give her a little clap,
Thank you for inviting me.
and
You
then
look good.
Thank you.
we'll take some questions from the audience.
Bye,
I'm sure we
everyone.
have
Yeah,
enough.
bye bye.
Bye,
Take
Gabby.
your microphone off.
Yeah.
Send the Venmo, we'll send the valet.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
She looks good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed her company.
Yes.
Gabby is a fine woman.
Get over here, babe. She's leaving.
Oh, hey.
You were a tight hug.
Can we get a quick ask?
Meanwhile, you guys are looking weird looking there too. So yeah,
I'm not getting in any competition with that ass.
it was yeah.
That's amazing.
Wait.
You don't got the big Dutch booty?
I love that.
She has a super
Oh.
nice ass. She just pretends she doesn't.
I got you. Davey, can we hook up our lovely guest with a drink,
I got you.
Refill.
and then
on it.
we're gonna take some questions after
on
that.
She's the drinks lady.
I've enjoyed
have
all
your
your company.
Thank you, I
We're having
appreciate
a
that.
good time.
I've enjoyed your guys' company too.
Yeah, you guys are fun,
Why doing okay?
Yeah, you're doing great.
You are.
Yeah,
especially with that very intense eye contact.
yeah. She's quite seductive.
What are you doing?
You know
I
what
have
we
terrible
do.
vision. I actually can't see either of
Yeah,
you.
me too. I'm really blind as well.
If you can't see me, then I'm Hugh Jackman.
Either of you are circumcised?
It goes down in the
Yeah,
DMs.
we're not.
Oh shit.
I mean, I don't know what about you,
Hurry
but yeah.
up.
Hold on.
No circumcision. No.
Circumcision.
I wasn't even sure until I was like 19, 20,
Bye,
because I wasn't.
Same year,
So I
same
had
year.
I had a few girls. I asked them, and like there was differing opinions. Like one chick was like, I think you're a little circumcised, but
Are
then
you serious?
I got like some.
I actually have like
experts.
a.
Wait, someone said, are you half
Dude, this
circumcised?
guy didn't know if he was circumcised
Yeah.
or not until he was 20.
Probably like 21, 22, but then there was like one chick who was like, I've seen like 20 dicks, and you are uncircumcised. I was
So
like,
you fucked a real slut.
I fucked some real sluts. in
Wow,
my
that's so
time, yeah.
judgmental.
But I don't consider a girl's body count like
Is
a
there more
negative
balls
thing.
or what?
I don't judge girls for like sleeping with a lot of guys. I don't like, oh, you're a swole because you fucked a lot
Well,
of dudes.
especially if they're sticking it in and then coming in 2 seconds, that doesn't
Should I?
count. I'm sorry.
Why?
It doesn't
Oh,
count.
you just wear condoms.
It is.
Yeah, if I don't know the girl. Is that like such a
proud of you.
revolutionary idea? Like, damn, this guy's
everything
crazy.
you
He's
No, like I had an
Thank you
idea
so much,
today
you're so
about
sweet.
something like that.
yeah, used to be more
Can you
reckless.
take a shot?
Happy?
Yes.
Yeah, if both of you take a shot.
She has been like pressuring everyone to like
Can
take a
both
shot.
of you take a shot?
I will take.
I already took one,
I
so
will take a shot if it puts a smile on that
Yeah.
Dutch face.
So if you don't take a shot, I'm gonna piss on your face.
I actually have to poop, so can you
not
both
do
There's
take a
that.
a
shot?
specific quote of Alyssa screaming at people in Costa Rica if they didn't take shots, she was gonna piss and shit all over their faces.
Don't say that.
Shit.
So,
that sounds hot.
Feces involved.
Yeah, that's Alyssa.
Sarah, get them a shot, because they said they'd take it.
I will take a shot, and then we're gonna answer some questions.
Keep
From the
looking at the
bottle?
questions, Davey.
Yeah.
Both of them, they want a shot.
On it.
They
You know,
said
right?
they
You know all the
want it.
questions that are. Okay, he's ready.
All right.
No, don't give it. They
From the
want a
bottle.
cup. You can't tell.
You couldn't find the
I
cups,
can
that's
tell
why.
how much there is in there.
You can't tell how much they've taken if they.
Oh, that
That was a full shot.
that was
Give
disappointing.
it to that guy. You can't tell if you take
give me
it.
a cup.
Okay, I'll let
Give me
it
a cup.
slide.
See,
Give me
he's
a
cup. Oh, will you?
classy. He's classy. He needs it from a cup.
I'm not classic.
I appreciate the class.
Let's jump to the first question.
Let's get back on track.
One time Alyssa gave
Does everyone have
me
their mics back on?
What did I give
Huh?
you?
Yep.
one time Alyssa gave me like a 13-ounce tumbler full of straight tequila, and she told me it was water.
Oh, I said, do you need a drink? You look dehydrated.
And I like chug water so fast, so I ended up chugging like 8 ounces of tequila straight, and I almost threw up. But yeah,
Almost, but
If
never.
I had a tumbler, I'd do it. to
almost.
both of you.
Yeah, by somehow managed.
Next question.
Question. Let's start.
Question. If sex doesn't happen on the first date, will you give the guy a second date?
Absolutely fucking yes. I love when sex doesn't happen on the first date. I think it's respectful when it doesn't happen.
Really?
So a lot of the time when I go out with people, I either don't usually I wax, but I won't wax if I'm gonna meet somebody.
Like a full Brazilian wax.
But purposely so I don't intercourse them.
Guess what?
Well, they don't care about such things. And they're like,
Oh, yeah.
let me see your hairy vagina.
No, that doesn't happen. So I usually
I met like 2 guys that didn't care.
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit. Like I'm like.
I
stem-
care. No, I care
I know.
myself, so I didn't do it. So I intentionally.
He's like, I gotta raise a girl in the
Like looking at
bathroom.
my knee hair now, I'm like,
Oh my god, don't tell,
What?
don't tell anybody.
I like
okay,
this on
so
that.
I intentionally don't wax so that I don't. Can
Other
somebody
people?
relight that?
It's done. That's a very interesting form of birth control, I guess. It's like,
Yeah, so that my friend Cassie sent me
Revolutionary.
this thing once. It was like stick a tampon up, you don't wax, whatever. Like a tampon you can just rip out. But if you don't wax, then you don't F. And I think that's good because then
I've never gone to wax ever, so I have no idea. She always talks about how she gets Brazilian waxes, and I'm just like, bro.
it's painful. You're sweating. It's whatever.
I am Native American, so like,
are you?
I have lots
That's
of
the
hair.
curveball of the night.
I have a lot of hair, so that's just like.
I have a lot of hair too. Look at these.
I know
eyebrows.
you do, but like,
I had to wax my face before I came here,
my
but
hair is like black.
You had a
Face?
mustache. You had a mustache
You
before.
have to
this?
wax your face?
yeah, but I have really good eyelashes. I have very thick
Yeah,
hair.
her beautiful hair and
I have
eyebrows.
great hair, but I have to wax.
But
my
unfortunately, it's
mustache.
everywhere.
I don't know anything about hair,
That's,
so
that's
it's a
what
topic
we
I
liked
wouldn't
about
be-
her. We saw the great hair. We're
gray
like,
hair.
this
We
is
need her.
This is
So anyway,
top
the
notch.
point is,
What's your keratin treatment?
the point is, if you don't wax the box, then you don't sleep with people when you meet them.
That's not true.
It's
I
tricky.
am.
Unless they have a razor in their shower. And then
Unless you're a tomboy like me.
Yeah, I keep that
and
shit around
then
just
you're
in
just
case.
like, yo.
I don't know. I have a horrible track record. When I go on a date with a girl, if I don't sleep with her on the first night, it's not that I don't want to see her again. It's usually like she just disappears. But if I sleep with a girl on the first night, then she's a lot more receptive. I can get the
But
second
what
and third night.
if you don't sleep with her, but she wants to text you the next day and she's like, oh, I had such a fun night with you.
So that almost never happens.
But what if it did?
Well,
That's a girl that's genuinely interested in you.
It's
though.
happened like a few times, but not often.
That's like a real.
So
Like,
that's what I'm
actual
saying.
Connection.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to sleep with people the first night
Absolutely not.
because
yeah.
then it's like, okay, we go out, we drink, we have like a fun time.
Yeah, sure. Occasionally it happens, but it's super, super
That's
rare.
why you like stick a tampon and don't wax.
Girls say that, but where are these girls? Like, I don't understand. Like, why with me? Like, yeah, if I like.
They're from the Midwest.
That's where
They're
you guys are from.
corn-fed.
I've gone out with
Are you from
Midwestern
Springfield,
chicks.
Illinois or
I've
something?
had a few.
Yeah, like the Simpsons.
No, well, you know what I've
went to
noticed
the
though?
US.
If there's like a reason,
What?
specific reason why the girl
You
didn't
went
sleep with me, like she's on her period or something like that, then I will get a second date. But if there's like no reason, like it's just like, yeah, I don't know, I'm not ready, then I will never see her again, no matter like how interested.
Well, just some
Okay,
guys
well,
are
she
so
wanna fuck
disrespectful,
you, and that's
so like it
fine.
traumatizes a lot of girls. Like it really traumatizes.
No, I
the
get
fuck
that.
out of
I
us.
get that.
But let me throw it back on you.
Throw it back on me.
If she doesn't intercourse you the first time you
Intercourse
hang
me.
out, will you hang out again?
Well, if I like her, yeah, I have no problem with that.
Same here for sure.
Okay, so the lesson is.
This one,
You
unfortunately,
gotta
there is
get
no
pussy,
lesson.
you wait.
No,
le-
I think like don't sleep with people the first time you meet if you don't want to.
It's true.
So for me,
Because
it's
if
like
they like you, they'll hang out with you again,
So-
right?
Well, but the problem
That's
is,
what we're saying and you're saying.
not really. I'm saying like my strategy is to always try to sleep with a girl obviously without being pushy or like doing any
Those are the
rapey
girls
shit.
you're gonna get like some extra goodies from though. If a girl wants to sleep with
Like
you on the first
chlamydia.
date, you probably should like run.
I don't know about that because you can just use
No, come on.
use protection.
Unless,
I mean,
you've been,
amazing
like,
girls.
unless it's been built up for a long time, that's just my personal opinion from every girl I know.
definitely a personal opinion.
I would.
How fast would you like? Okay, let's say you meet a guy you like how many dates will it take to get
I
that
mean, it really
booty?
depends, but I mean, 2 to 3 at least to like be that intimate with.
So what's the
What would you do on the first day? Just like make out and shit?
Yeah, make out, like grind on them or whatever during the dancing.
I do.
rub it from top? Yeah.
I have an unfortunate different past.
But for
We're
me
listening?
personally, like
We're
if a guy's
listening.
willing to go on a few dates with me, then it's totally worth my time. Like if they're not, then it's just like
No, I agree.
You know.
Yeah, like
I can go out
That's
anywhere and
why-
fuck any guy
that's
anywhere.
I find it like a great paradox because I like me and most guys were willing to go on multiple, like, you know, not too many, but like 2-3 dates. It's like fine, but then like yeah, like if I can't make sex happen on the first date, then typically the girl just drops off. But if I can, then I can go on that second and third date, which is like a paradox because I don't really need to fuck on the first night. I'm not like desperate for pussy, so it's like I don't know, just something I've noticed. I know a lot of guys also have like noticed.
I think
that.
the
So it's like this weird
And you're
kind
dealing with a certain type of caliber of woman, and like I said, you should head for the hills.
yeah, but like
I-
If you
Just
don't wanna
because-
take
okay.
antibiotics
you
every other
would
week-
be like the kind of girl I'd go out with, like.
If you don't want to take
I-
antibiotics every other week, I would head for the hills.
Yeah, if you don't want an antibiotic, I think it's what you're looking for. So if you want a serious relationship, then if she doesn't sleep with you on the first date, that's probably a good thing, right? But like a lot of people on Hinge and whatever are looking for a hookup. So if she
Like
doesn't
I'm not
sleep with-
trying HIV, so like I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. So if you don't sleep with somebody on the first date,
Shit's
like,
real.
I gotta push back on that argument though because there's like I just don't see how those two things relate. Like if you use protection, like you're good.
But
no, you're
and then
not.
like when you trust
you
that
can
person,
still get HIV without condoms.
but who
doesn't
uses
matter.
and honestly who uses
With
Or
condoms.
without. You can get still HIV.
I use condoms.
You can still get HIV with condoms.
I use condoms.
Yeah, but the risk is like
But it's
0.001.
still there. I mean, any girl that's willing to fuck on the first date, unless it's like a very like
So okay, so tell me this.
energy, you know, there are.
So after the third
exceptions.
date, no HIV then? No chance of HIV.
The HIV
After the third date is like
diminishes
the
I
more
mean,
HIV, fuck the
suddenly
HIV.
decreases
If you're
after
going
each
out with
date.
dates on girls that will sleep with any guy they go on a date with, chances of getting HIV are probably a lot higher.
But what
It
if we
depends
ask a
where you
lot,
go.
like
If you
really
go on,
good
like,
game,
a
and you're
real
like, okay, I
nice
really
date,
want him right now.
No HIV.
And that does happen occasionally. It does happen. I have slept with guys that I met that night, but
Okay.
it's been very, very, very
You look
rare.
so. Can we just? She looks so good, right? Look at her outfit, and she just looked great.
She looks like she just got straight out of yoga class.
But no, yeah, but she
That was
looks
me
good
last
in
night,
it. But
but-
she looks good in it.
She's
Which I
she's a
agree.
fine-looking woman.
Do you notice I have no toenails?
I did not notice that, but thank you for pointing it out.
I
We
lost
don't have
both of them. They got
feet
stomped
fetish,
on
so-
at a music festival, and they both fell off. And
This
they're
is
both
what
growing
she
back.
never even tries. But goddamn,
This is me trying.
But goddamn, she looks
Just
good.
the toes basically.
Which
Yeah.
I love.
It's cute how you guys love each other. Like
Oh, I love her
you
so much.
you guys appreciate each other. It sounds
I
like
am
good
in
friendship.
love.
Did you guys realize?
Maybe she'll be the one that makes you orgasm.
Maybe.
Probably. honestly.
She's had 7 good guys to learn from, so she knows all the tricks now.
Did you guys realize you guys have the same color of eyes?
Basically,
Yeah, yeah.
BFFs.
Which is
Let's take the next question.
hilarious.
Alright, so next question. Attraction versus comfort. What do you guys think is more important? I feel like when I was younger, I thought to be better looking, charismatic, etc., and the girl will be yours. But over time, I've seen that a girl that knows you responds to you better.
1,000% comfort is way better than attraction.
Can we pause and relight the skull?
She's like the most random girl ever.
I
Hold on, let me just
Alright,
make
he's
this.
gonna do it.
It's a holiday.
Is it? Not yet. In 2 days.
So it's Halloween actually.
It's
It's
really
tomorrow.
close to a holiday.
You want to come to our Halloween party?
Can I hold it?
We're
This
at a
other
Halloween
guy
party.
that I'm kind of
No,
talking
no,
to
no,
was
hold-
like,
don't
what do you
hold.
for Halloween? I'm like, it's Halloween. I didn't even know. I didn't even know.
It's Halloween right now. Okay.
I'm gonna. Well, actually, I don't want to ruin the surprise. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
hold
I'm,
it.
gonna, I'm gonna have a really funny outfit.
Oh, amazing. Can't wait.
What if you burn yourself?
We'll be here. Oh, then I'll be able
Well, you're a nurse, so you can fix yourself, I guess. You can just stitch yourself
I
up.
feel like you guys didn't believe I was a nurse, but I really am.
I completely believed you.
I was a lifeguard for
why would that be a
6.5
lie?
years.
Because you
I'm
guys were
also
like
quite efficient.
shocked.
No, I just didn't expect it.
What did you think I'd be?
I don't know,
I'm a porn star.
like accountant or something like that. I don't know.
I think I would have
Definitely
taken
not a porn star.
I would have taken you as a realtor.
You're like a real observed.
A realtor, realtor
I
agent.
used to do real estate.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
I actually got her into real estate.
I used to do real estate, but I wasn't good at it because I don't give a shit what people do. So I'd be like, do you
You're
like
like
this
too timid.
place or do you not like this place? Like,
Maybe
care.
I don't know.
What
So
do I
it's
go?
I
fine.
don't give a shit either.
I'm like, whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy.
Like
That's
even
not-
if you really wanted them to buy you, like you should really buy it. That's it.
Anyway, before we go on to real estate, so attraction versus comfort.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you. Both are important. I wouldn't say like one is more important than the other. I think they're both equally important. So like for example, let's say there's a guy who builds a lot of comfort, but you're just not attracted to him at all. You would hook up with
I
him.
have that.
I mean, I
Have you?
dated multiple guys I didn't find physically attractive, but they made me physically attracted to them.
But you found
through
them emotionally
time.
attractive, right?
Through time, yeah, it made me attracted to them.
Yeah.
Like
But
I was
just,
initially.
I just mean like not attractive at all, like physically or emotionally. Just because the guy like builds a lot of comfort, you wouldn't like sleep with him, right? Or would you?
Maybe.
So like I feel like really bad saying this because I hang out with somebody right now.
But he can't make me come.
Like no, this is
No,
so
no one
bad. I don't
has.
think he'll watch it, but I love to watch football. Like I love to watch Packer games. I fucking love the Packers. So I watch the Packers. I didn't do it.
You start watching
No,
the
you
Steelers.
should say whatever you want.
So
You can say whatever you want,
I
yeah.
watch the Packers every week with the same person because like I'm super comfortable watching the Packers with the same person, but like I fuck that person.
Oh, so he's not a pack.
he's-
He's not packed.
He's
there.
not packing.
He is not packing.
He's friend zoned?
We don't know.
Yeah, but like it's super fucked up for me to say. I shouldn't say it.
Just do
We're
it.
not saying
Just
anything.
do
It's
it.
fine.
Just do it.
But they haven't seen who they are.
Yeah, but
No one knows who we
He'll get
are.
better insight on his own situation. It's great.
But I'm
Maybe
just
he's gonna
saying,
learn,
like,
yeah.
I think that you can be very, very comfortable with somebody and like still not want to fuck them.
Yeah.
But I think if you fuck somebody consistently, you're comfortable with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But you can be like comfortable with a friend in a way that's not sexual.
So
Which
it all
they should
comes to.
realize, which they should realize because if you're like out like watching a game and they're not touching you or anything, they don't like you. But if you're
They probably like you. They're just too afraid to make a move.
No, I'm telling you right now. But if somebody's like, oh, I'm having so much fun watching this game, like we should like, do you want to come over after this? Then they like you. So you need to like look at signals.
Yeah.
I think.
Signals are
I think like, how many male friends do you have?
Many.
Not many.
Not many, yeah. So there you go.
My whole like growing up.
like
I only had
90% of
guy
male
friends.
friends you have probably want to date you.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
I have
Most
no,
girls aren't.
It's honestly been very lonely growing up.
I have no
because
male friends because they're
my
so
whole-
hot.
I like grew up.
She's
I
staring
always,
you down.
I always had a lot of problems with female friends growing up, so I was always friends with guys because I never felt accepted by anyone ever. And guys
I
always
could
made
see
me feel
that, yeah.
accepted, yeah. And I just, you know, because I'm a tomboy, and so for me, like having a lot of guy friends was just like my normal. But then when I got older, all of my guy friends got like girlfriends or wives, and then they act like they couldn't talk to me at all anymore, and it really hurt my feelings. Because it was never like a sexual relationship. It's like these are literally my best friends.
Yeah.
And now because they have wives or girlfriends, they can't be friends with me, and like that really hurt me like for a long time. I'm not gonna lie,
So
it
really
really did.
attractive though, right?
Because girls never accepted me. Like I was always made to feel like I was like a piece of shit, and I never knew why. But like I get it now as I'm older. But I have a lot of good girlfriends now that I'm older. But like
What was the
growing up-
question?
We were on a tangent. What makes you friend zone a guy?
I have a problem because like I said, I'm very a soul person. So like you have to friend zone yourself basically. Like I really don't have like I used to have a pretty basic qualifications to hooking up with me. Like I prefer like taller guys, more athletic, funny, but like if you can make my soul feel enriched, then I'm gonna wanna hook up with
I
you.
like the simple qualification
That's
system
like-
more.
But that's how I feel. That's really how I feel
So
personally.
feeling rich is really hard qualification.
It is, but when it's there, it's just like you,
Okay,
des-
but-
you deserve this.
But you
Like I
have
don't
to
care.
like some qualifications. I feel like
You're gonna get like 10 dudes to slide in your DMs. I'm gonna make that soul feel real and rich.
I feel like overly complimentary. Like overly complimentary.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a balance between the between.
I'm trying to give you good answers.
I appreciate
Overly
that.
complimentary. Like I said, you can't take somebody on a date. There's a lot of guys on Hinge and stuff who don't have a job.
They're barely paying for the hinge itself. Like they're like
No,
borrowing money
that's
and then
like a real
paying
thing.
for
Like,
hinge.
my friends have been on Hinge, and like a lot of people don't have a job on Hinge. If you don't have a job, like you don't belong on a dating app. Not to be mean,
Unless
but
you're like a trust fund baby or
not
something.
not to be mean, but like if you can't say to somebody like, let's go to the beach, let's go like.
I mean, yeah, sort of, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I was broke once at one
Am
point
I
in my
being-
life. And I was on
you
dating
would
apps.
never. But you
No, I would
wouldn't-
never,
But
yeah.
you wouldn't lead with "I'm super
No,
broke."
no, I
You
would
Yeah,
would
be
never.
like,
say,
let's go watch the stars at night on the beach.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
Which is way
or,
sexier
like,
than going to a fancy ass bar, restaurant. Like that's way
No,
more.
that's true.
That's
Girls,
1,000 times better.
girls love that shit. Let's go watch the stars. Let's go to the beach. Let's go. There's free concerts.
I'd be like,
all
let's
the-
go for a walk.
Exactly.
No, but there's free concerts.
Free.
Everywhere in
Cute.
Florida, there's free concerts.
Like if a guy invited me on a walk versus to a bar, I'd 1,000% go on the walk.
Go to a free concert.
I'm
They're
a big fan of
everywhere.
walks.
Hollywood, everywhere.
What's the next question?
Did we answer the last one?
No, I think we got it, yeah.
Yeah.
We got
Next question. Would you date someone who doesn't drink? Would it be awkward to go to the bar and you drink only?
Yes, I would totally date someone who doesn't drink because I personally don't drink that much in my normal life. Occasionally I'll have glasses of wine or maybe some tequila, but
As she's drinking.
Almost
no,
done.
in my normal life I don't drink that
What
much.
does that mean, your normal life?
Like when I'm at home chilling, like
Okay.
I'll smoke some weed or I normally just cook, but sometimes I'll have a glass of wine, but it's pretty. I don't drink much, honestly. So it wouldn't be weird for me to date a guy that
I
didn't
don't
drink.
think I should answer.
Why?
Because I don't think I could, no.
It would be
That's
weird.
okay.
I like to go out for dinner and have like a glass of wine. Like,
If a guy won't even try the wine, that does kind of like weird me out to
Like,
eat
if
it.
you
But if
go-
it's like a religion thing, then like sure, of course.
but
I'll
if you go out
respect
for
that.
dinner and like you order a bottle of wine, like I'm not saying you have to get like.
Would you
fucked.
date a guy that's super religious though?
I would date a really.
If they respected me and my
Jewish?
personal perspective,
I would not date a super religious girl.
I would date a super religious person as long as they respected what I wanted in my own life. Then
I would
would.
love-
Let's assume they couldn't do shit. They're like, oh, I can't drink, I can't have premarital sex.
I would like to learn more about any religion.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard.
No, I would like to learn about any religion, but as long as you can like do things.
Like with the mouth.
That's the whole premise of
With the
religion.
mouth
You
at
can't do
least.
shit.
No, but like if somebody was
Well,
like,
some religions
oh,
you can't.
if somebody was like, I'm super Jewish.
And he wears the whatever for the
Yeah,
date.
Not that, not that.
okay, yeah.
No, somebody said I'm super Jewish, but I can drink and intercourse you. But
You definitely ain't gonna have an orgasm through a sheet. That's how they're hardcore religious
that's
people.
not true. Though.
And the
That's
chair,
not
like
true.
lifting up the
I've
chair.
Like I did a lot of Jewish religions.
No, I'm
Yeah,
half Jewish.
she's fucked a lot of Jewish guys. Like,
Have you?
But I don't want to talk about
She
it.
likes
but-
the smell.
a lot, yeah.
But I don't eat pork. Okay. But if somebody was like, what was I saying?
What about Jewish guys?
Something
I'm
about
just saying-
intercoursing you.
If somebody said I can
Religiousness.
intercourse you, I can take you out for wine, whatever, but I want you to come to temple with me. Like I would do it. I would go to like do it, but you can't like restrict what somebody else does. But you can ask them to enrich themselves.
So like if a guy was like, yeah, I'll take you to a bar, but I don't drink anything. It's
No, they have to drink. They have to drink, but they say like, oh, on Sunday I want you to come to church with me, but like we'll go out Saturday and have like drinks. Then, like,
So it's like
do it.
It's like a weekend.
Yeah, it's like
Catholic or whatever.
the person needs to, like, if he's drinking, he can be religious. So it's like a pass, basically.
No, but like, if somebody had like super strong religion.
She wants herself a nice hypocrite.
No.
Yeah.
No, if
You
somebody
say
had,
one
Religious on
thing, and then
Sunday.
for me, you
Yeah.
fucking no rules.
no, if somebody had like strong beliefs, I would entertain them and like try to learn about them. But I don't think I would date somebody who won't drink a glass of wine.
I mean, I think if you want to drink a glass of wine, I think it's pretty extreme as far as
But,
I
like,
understand.
but-
I mean, I've studied a lot of religions.
So like to go to a service, I would love to learn more about a religion.
every religion's
Well, yeah, I feel like you get boring super fast.
Me personally?
No, not you
Anyone,
personally.
just
Like,
anyone.
like going to like a service would get boring. Not
no,
you.
I used to go to church. I would like to
I mean, if
go
it's a
to-
good quality church, then no, you should never get bored.
I would be interested in a service, a
It's good
Thanksgiving
quality,
service,
which is very rare.
a Christmas Eve service.
There's gonna be like a stand-up comedian over there or something. You don't get
Yeah.
It's
bored.
super rare. Most,
Is there
unfortunately,
one?
most organized religion
I've
is
been to a
terrible.
few. I was like trying to be like Christian and shit when I was younger, and I went to a few churches. I'm like, oh, this shit is boring. I'd rather play. And
You know what? I didn't like it because I could do this.
And then I got old, and I was like, wait,
Most organized
Let's go.
religion is tainted by human
yeah,
beings, unfortunately.
For sure.
There's like super personal reasons I don't like it, but I would like to learn about it with somebody. Like if somebody were to learn about it with me, but like
Someone's passionate about it.
not
cares.
not
What if
like,
there's a church on the board?
but not no drinking, no fucking.
I'll read the Torah to you while you drink a glass of wine. Let's go to the next question.
Love my Jews.
Next question. Optimal time after you meet and text to set a date to keep up attraction.
Optimal date after me.
So, like, if you go on a date with me and
What are we?
if you don't text me within the first,
No. So the question is, let's say
days.
you met someone in person, right? You never met them on the dating apps. You don't know their friends. You met that person and you gave the number. He wants to know what's the optimal time you got to keep texting to keep the attraction up so that you come on,
I would
come
say
on the
within
date.
the first 2 to 3 days.
Oh, I meet them out.
Yes, meet them out again for a date.
day or two.
She thought you said eat them out.
No, meet them up. No,
vaginally.
I didn't think that. Meet them up.
Meet them up to eat them
Meet
out.
them out, yeah. No, I think
I would say
they-
2-3 days.
If you meet somebody, you should text them pretty quickly.
Yes, but then how long to keep texting until the meet is solidified?
Like if you go 3 days without texting me, I'm just gonna assume you're not interested.
Okay.
Like, even if I don't respond, like I
Let me kind of piggyback off this question. Let's say a guy slides in your DMs and you like him. He's not a famous guy, just a normal guy, but he
normal
seems
guy.
cool. And how much texting should that guy do before he asks you on the date?
It's not really about the amount, it's more about the quality
Quality.
of the text. Like kind of giving me an idea what you're doing in your daily life is nice. Like, hey,
Makes
I'm
sense.
doing this today. I would love to meet later this week type of thing.
I feel like I'm different.
Yeah, just super non-transparent, you know? Like just in your
No, you want transparent.
Yeah, but like not that's the point where you're
You want
completely
transparent.
like like you're just like there. Like it's not like in a like
I
I
want
can't explain it.
transparency.
Hi. It's a weird like in between version of the two.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, here.
Like
Sit here.
you want them to be forward but not too forward. I
Sit
can't
over.
explain it. All right.
I want somebody to.
Oh my god.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Davey, go to the next question.
Next question.
Wait,
All right,
I
that's
didn't
what you
get the answer.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I want full transparency.
Yeah, go for it. You have the full transparency.
No, what was it?
No,
Wait,
that was,
can you repeat the
I
question?
think you answered a question that wasn't asked.
What was the question?
The question was how much should the guy text the girl before asking her on a date?
I just want full honesty before, like, what do you want? Because, like, with, like, all these dating apps, like Hinge and stuff, some people meet their wives and some people just hook up.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you just need to be honest about what you want.
Okay.
I feel like that's a really good point.
Yeah, that's very
Somebody
very good
acknowledge
point.
that that's a good point.
It's a fine point. It's an excellent point. All right, let's move on to the next question.
Next question.
Nobody knows that's a good point.
Do women prefer to message first? If not, how do they explain the Bumble phenomenon where so many women seem to prefer messaging first?
A lot of women just want a little confidence boost. And they're not actually interested in the guy. They just want to make themselves
wow,
feel
that's-
better.
Like,
It's
I made
pretty
a good
badass.
point, Les.
That's a very
true,
good
though.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It was
very
an
true.
excellent point.
I'm not afraid to say what it is. But yeah, most women just want a confidence boost. It's not necessarily they're interested in you, they're just bored. Or they're feeling
What's the
unconfident.
question?
Maybe from a guy that's not giving them enough attention. So they want attention from other men to compensate that feeling that they're worthy of other attention.
Very interesting.
Unfortunately, that's a very common issue. I think with men and women. It's just knowing that there's other options out there makes them feel better about themselves to go to sleep at night by themselves.
Give me a repeat of the question.
Okay, so okay, let me rephrase it for you. So let's say Tinder or Bumble. Okay, in Bumble, the girl is supposed to message 1st and on Tinder, it doesn't really matter. Which one would you prefer?
Hinge.
No, only two options.
Honestly, I
Only
like Hinge more.
Get on Hinge, guys.
Get on Hinge.
I feel like it doesn't matter.
Hinged hard.
I think the problem with dating apps is that people aren't upfront about what they want.
Yeah, most
So
people are
like
just looking for a quick fuck.
everything that that's not
I
even.
think that's actually a misconception. I think some guys are looking for like a one night stand, but I think most guys are down for at least like a casual booty call
Fling,
type of
yeah.
No,
like
my problem with
A
dating
multiple
apps.
month fling.
No, my problem with dating apps has always been like the ambiguity of it. So like I know people who've like found their wives on dating apps, and I know people who just like want to fuck on dating apps.
Got chlamydia.
I've gotten chlamydia from dating apps.
Have you?
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
We don't judge.
There's no shame in that.
I've gotten chlamydia from dating apps. So like my point
It's a big
is, like,
antibiotic
Chlamydia
pill.
and no orgasm. That's like
Yeah.
That's the
bad
worst.
combination.
How terrible is that?
At least come if you're
Look
gonna
how
get
beautiful
chlamydia.
she is. Like,
So, like-
guys should be like doing whatever they can.
Fine,
to make her
fine, we'll just
satisfied.
give her a
It's very
word.
upsetting.
So my point is like the ambiguity of like online dating is frustrating because people aren't.
It's my girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
People aren't willing to be upfront about what they want, and then like it's awkward to say what you want.
Yeah, it is. If you're not
Like if you want
vocal.
something serious, it's like weird to say that.
You can phrase things a different way. Like,
But it's weird to be like, oh, I
Like,
want a
oh, baby,
relationship
Hold
on
on, hold on,
like
hold on, hold on.
a dating app, and then everyone's like awkward by it, right?
Yeah, totally.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I
I
would.
don't think I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. No, I mean, I would. There's like you can phrase things better if you just want like a one night stand, or not a one stand, but you want just like casual. You can be like, oh, I'm just looking for a cool girl I have chemistry with,
won't
maybe
say
some
that.
kinky
People
sex and cuddles.
I don't think people say
Versus
that.
if you want like something more serious, you can be like, yeah, I'm looking for something, something more, long term. But let's play it by ear and see how it goes.
And normally the
I don't
guys
think
that
people
act
say
like
that.
they're only in there for like a genuine connection, just want to, one time.
I don't think people are honest about
The
what they
ironies of
want.
life. Yeah, most people aren't.
So
I
many
think
guys.
it's
Well, I mean, I've had so
don't
many
talk
girls
to
who are
you.
like, oh yeah, I want something serious, and then like we hook up, and then after that they're the ones who don't text.
I think if people were honest about what they wanted, like any dating app would be better.
See, the unfortunate part is like
It's gonna be the
most
premise
people are
of my
just
dating
not
app.
honest with each other. That's the thing.
That's
So
the
it's
problem
just
with online dating is like there's too much ambiguity because some people, like I said, meet their wives on there, and some people are just like looking to fuck.
I met my dog on there. All right, next question.
And you did a good job.
I know.
Do you ever flake on purpose to test a guy's reaction?
Absolutely not.
No.
Like I said, if I'm flaking, it's probably I'm eating, and I've eaten so much to the point that I'm just like I.
So let's
can't.
say you flake because of that reason. Do you offer to reschedule?
Yes, 1,000%. And if they're open
Do you
to
tell
it,
me like I'm really bloated right now?
Say some, you'll give some
Wicked shit.
I have diarrhea. Like I'm like, look, I cooked like a 7-course meal. I ate all of it myself. Like I can't handle anything else.
I got
Nothing
my
is
butt
gonna go
plug
co-
in.
Nothing can
But
come inside. Nothing
If they're
come
like a
inside.
legitimate guy, like they'll be down to reschedule with you. So.
Yeah.
Like,
Without
if you
being
don't want to
butthurt.
reschedule with me, like you're the one losing out. It's not me at all. So
Obviously, look at her.
I'm not concerned.
She's very sexy. You are very
All right,
sexy.
next question,
you
Davey. Let's
suck.
take like 2 or 3 more questions.
What would it take for you to go out with a guy if he isn't your physical type?
I think we already like covered it, like personality. Like if somebody has diving photos or like
Diving photos.
Common
that's what it is.
interests. Common interests.
no, but like common interests. Like I don't know. Like even if I were somebody who like liked to go out and get like a bunch of bottles or something. Like if somebody had like, but
I think the answer is
Outside the
chemistry.
box is
I
mostly
think
for
that's
me.
equal to like me saying like, oh, I want a diving photo. Like if somebody were to go out and like have like bottles or whatever. Some girls like to go out and like
Go to
do that
yeah,
shit.
they want you to spend a bunch of money on them to prove themselves.
Yeah, so like
Fuck that.
But I personally don't feel that way.
so if you
To
want
me,
to
it's
if you want to
outside the box, like, oh, you want to take me on like, let's go enjoy the Van Gogh exhibit. Let's take a little bit of let's
That guy sucks.
microdose and take some shrooms and let's go walk around. Like,
But
That'd be
so-
interesting. For
okay,
have you ever
but-
gone on a date with a guy who's like shorter than you?
yes, actually, I dated a guy for like 5 years that was shorter than me,
Damn.
I dated a guy who
which I love taller guys, and I still dated a guy that was shorter than me.
I dated a guy for 2.5 years who was like
Who also
5'3" who tried to fuck Sarah. That's how I know her. Because
I turned him down, and
That's
he tried
insane.
to fuck her,
but he told everyone that we fucked.
and that's like
a lie.
I'm so.
And that's when I knew he
I'm
was the
so
one.
grateful to know him because now I know Sarah.
So wait. So
But he
he was
tried to
5'3", 5'3".
I'm
That's
5'8".
insane. Yeah, you're
He
very
was
tall.
probably like 5'5".
Okay, he was 5'5".
Right.
Okay.
What made you turn him down?
The fact he's 5'5" and a psycho.
And he was psycho, and I'm
But
just
then
like,
you dated him, right?
I just put him in his place instantly when he
Yeah,
tried to.
I
Like,
just
he
moved
tried to do shit to me,
here.
and I was like, no.
I was new here. I didn't know anybody. He was really nice to me, and then he introduced me to Sarah. And
So
Sarah,
we should be
I
friends.
tried to bang this girl. She
and
rejected
I
me.
tried to fuck her. Just
He
kidding.
told everyone we
I
fucked
would. So Sarah took me to like all these places, like the Bahamas and all this stuff, and he got pissed.
I took her on all these like paid vacations, like
Interesting.
Costa Rica
and he
or
was
whatever.
pissed.
So tell me this. So you
my
did all of
jets.
that. You did all of that to like try to put him in his place.
No, because I thought she was awesome,
Okay.
and I thought she was beautiful, and I'm like,
So
you
you
should
met her, okay,
model,
okay.
like, you should be confident in yourself. And then he hated me instantly. I was like, you're great.
And we broke up.
Once I told her she was great,
Anyway,
he
let's
hated
get
me.
back to your question.
Let's. What was the question?
What was the question?
David, what was the question?
The whole.
Like, what would
Lost
it
it.
take you to date
you wanna-
someone that you're
Oh
not?
no. If you do not sleep on the first date,
Drink of this. It's really
His
good.
physical type.
Let's
physical type.
Take it.
Oh, their physical types? That was a question?
Take another drink.
What's your physical type?
Sippy.
One more. One more.
I mean, I personally am
one
like,
more drink.
I have a weakness for
One
like
more
tall,
drink.
like athletic men. Like
Okay.
that's my
Drink.
personal. my
Tall,
personal struggle.
athletic man.
Yeah, like I really like NBA players and like NFL players. Like I try not to, but I do.
Describing me right now.
I'm not gonna lie.
What's
like,
next? Full head of hair?
I'm super naturally athletic and like I can throw an axe and I can shoot a gun way better than like
Have you ever had
95%. Yes, like 5% of men I can shoot better than like my whole life.
I can see
so
that.
it's just like
I've never thrown an
if you're
axe.
like a manly man for me, like it's hard for me to get attracted. Like
Can
if
I
you,
ask you a question?
can't survive the
Go ahead.
apocalypse, like I'm good.
What do you guys think about Brian Laundrie?
I don't know who that is.
Is his last name Lingerie? Lingerie?
I think
like-
it was all a facade, but
Oh, is that the guy who
Oh,
did
the
who did the road
kidnapping.
trip and
Kidnapping.
the murder and the?
Yeah,
it was
that-
just a distraction
Do
from
you
the
guys think
government.
he's
That's my
dead?
opinion.
You guys don't know.
I haven't followed that story closely, but I don't know.
You guys haven't followed it close
He's
enough.
he's
It's
probably hiding
Is
somewhere.
that all us? That tequila?
No.
Next
Oh, was it?
question.
Please tell me that was already open.
Davey, 2 more questions.
Next question.
Girls, are there any professions that stick out to you on dating apps?
Ooh,
Example,
that's a very good question.
firefighter, pilot, doctor,
Ooh.
entrepreneur, etc.
Firefighters
I
are
used to fucking
sexy as
love
fuck.
firefighters.
Firefighters are
Firefighters
sexy
winners.
as
I used to love
Next.
firefighters.
Next question.
But now I like how
But they couldn't put out this fire.
They might be able to, but they might not be able to.
now I just like
They couldn't use their
healthcare
hose.
because I'm in healthcare,
firefighters
so
are
I
sexy.
appreciate it.
Oh, doctors.
Firefighter wins.
I feel like my answer is legit.
It was a good answer.
All men can be sexy in any way. So for
But
me, a
like
profession
I've studied
doesn't.
healthcare, so I appreciate it in a different way. But whatever.
I like how after you answer, you're like, it was good. Yeah, it was-
It's
I mean,
all
yeah.
about- It's fucking valid.
You're grading, don't worry.
Somebody validate.
We will give you the scores.
Am I good?
Don't
Am I
worry.
good?
You'll get a lot of validation in the
Validation,
comments.
A plus. A plus.
I promise. All right, last question, Davey. Pick a good one. Pick a good one. The best one.
Try this.
Say please.
No, try.
They're like, no, we're ready for you, Lee.
Please.
No, you girls are fun. I just want to make sure we put
You
on a
guys
good
are
show.
hilarious.
How many live viewers do we have right now?
We peaked at 96, we're at 80 right now.
You gotta be shitting me.
There's a 30-minute delay.
Yeah,
Do better.
we used to be getting like hundreds.
Kitten, why don't you try
I
this?
don't know what the fuck's going on.
God
Well,
say
I
please.
mean, it still can, you know,
It's
people
something you
still.
haven't
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna get thousands of views on this in like the next day or two, but
We have a hard
I
question
can't
and
see
a
you.
soft question.
all right.
Yeah, go for it. Go for both.
Give me hard
All
and
right,
soft.
favorite sex position?
From
Doggy.
behind.
Doggy.
Did we say it's doggy?
If they got a nice
Obvious.
dick, it's from behind
Doggy,
1000%.
it's doggy. Did you say the same one as me at the same time?
Okay.
I prefer reverse cowgirl, but okay, go ahead.
Okay.
That's alright. That's fine.
Because you're lazy as fuck.
Yeah. Not gonna deny it.
Alright.
Not gonna fight.
Yeah, it all depends about how your vagina is shaped. Like if you have a certain shaped vagina, like different things feel better for you.
I mean, it's not just the shape. It's also the shallowness or depth.
Yeah, like for example, I technically have an inverted vagina, and I don't really know what that means, but I've had
Oh, you have a
multiple-
G-spot which is very close to
I've
the
had
entrance.
multiple gynecologists like call multiple doctors in the room. They're like, "Oh, this is the textbook vagina we were talking about." Like it's like
So your G-spot is
had
very
the
close to
same
the clit, right?
experience.
John, you guys see this
it's like
pussy?
it's legitimately like what you see in an anatomy textbook.
Okay.
But in real life, it's super rare to see it.
Mm.
But when you see it in real person, like I had like 10 doctors come into the room.
So Sarah's
It's like, oh wow, look at
perfect,
this,
but
look at
weird.
this.
No, but it's because it's inverted and it's like how you look in textbooks, but it's super rare to see that, I guess,
Very
in real
interesting.
life.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
It's weird.
Does anyone want pizza?
She's like talking about her inverted vagina.
Pepperoni?
I want
And then
pizza.
pizza.
Hungry.
She
This
wants a
made-
cheese
this made me
I
crust.
think-
told her
pizza.
I'd buy her Taco Bell after this.
She,
Nacho
cheese
fries.
crust.
What's
You can get the
what was the original question?
What was the question?
Favorite sex position?
sex position
Oh,
from the
I
back.
agree. Doggy.
Doggy.
Like raised up, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Like
yeah.
not
Fucking-
like just laying on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raise the doggy. What's the second part of the question?
I mean, that was the first one. I have another question lined up.
Okay,
Go ahead.
that's good.
Go ahead.
This one's a bit of a softer one. Question: would they marry a guy with below average social skills but loves him and gives him a nice stress-free life?
1000%, yes.
What are the social skills?
Just to be able to talk to your friends and trying to befriend them.
I'm
like,
about
he's like awkward.
1000%
He's like-
sure
Like a
my
straight up
father's on the
autistic?
spectrum.
I'm fine with
Okay, your
that.
father?
Yeah.
Whatever.
All
I'm 1,000% sure my father's on the spectrum.
On the spectrum,
I think
okay.
I'm on the spectrum too, honestly, because
We
She
said
might be,
straight
but
up
maybe-
autistic is cool.
I'm on the spectrum of awesome.
I mean, I think everyone's on the
You're on the
spectrum to an
spectrum of-
extent, but like I fully believe.
You have to think about it for
my
that
family
long.
is on the spectrum.
It's not gonna work. All right, awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had a fun panel, so let's thank the girls. Silent clap or loud clap. Check out her.
So much more to be told.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, so much.
we got
She's gonna be coming back, by the way.
peel,
Check out Sarah's OnlyFans.
peel off the layers. Yeah, check out her OnlyFans. We can't mention it directly, but we will. You know, you guys can figure it out. Just take a look at her Instagram. It will get kicked off YouTube.
Okay, don't mention directly.
We've had issues
Check
with
it out.
Check
Good
it
to
out.
know.
Her
It's not even-
Instagram.
It's not even sex. It's just her cooking.
Bye.
No, wait. Her Instagram is Explore with Sarah.
Explore
Her
with
Instagram
Sarah.
is Alyssa with 4 S's 0324.
If you look at Explore with Sarah's friends, you will find Alyssa.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to DM these nice girls with her, say something like, ooh, I heard about your inverted vagina.
I'm
Have
hungry
her
for
be like,
tuna.
I would love to take you to Australia and dive the Great Barrier Reef with me, and then go to a nice steak dinner.
Oh, that's a
I
very.
just have an outro.
That would make my pussy wet. Let me
Okay,
tell
yeah.
you.
I'm just hungry for tuna.
Note that down, guys.
Cave diving, cook me some fucking ahi tuna.
And for
off the
her, just say,
boat.
I will be the one, ...
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
that's why I'm single, is because I'm too good.
Exactly.
No one deserves
Thank
it.
you guys for tuning in. We got another show on Monday. It's going to be a good time, so make sure to tune in. And until next
Thank
time.
you.
Next time.